What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. So, if this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation and Xbox. If that is something that intrigues you, then this is the place for you. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Oh boy. So before we get off into the topics of discussion, I just want to get some things off my chest. Once again, those of you who have missed yesterday's show or missed Xbox official podcast or Xbox business update for the future of Xbox, this is basically going to be the stream that I will give you guys a full rundown of everything, games coming to PlayStation, Switch, things of that nature, things that was said, and all of that stuff right here on the show today. So happy Friday to you guys, and I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so let's get right off into this. So yeah, it's been on my mind, ever since yesterday, and that's just the type of person I am. Like, I owe you guys an apology. And, I'm not perfect at all. I'm not, far from perfect. But I just feel like a lot of people in this industry, they feel like they're just so high and mighty to say that they're wrong. And I think my biggest problem was that I was feeding into the rumors and allowing the rumors to cloud my judgment, allowing the rumors just to take over me, basically. And I was wrong for that. And feeding too much into what Phil Spencer tweet was about and everything like that. So that was my problem. And like I said yesterday, if you missed out on that stream yesterday, I'm 100% sorry. And the thing is, with rumors and speculations, always take them with a grain of salt. Never take them as facts, because you just never know, regardless of who it's coming from. And these same people that have their sources, and I'm talking about big name journalists, big name insiders that say that, oh, this is happening and that's happening. And then it's like all this stuff just blow up in their faces, and they still find it so hard to apologize to their audiences or their publications. And I'm like, wow. So it's like a pride thing. And some of them, they don't care because they're already on that star level, right? So they don't feel like they have to apologize for anything, regardless of these games coming to PlayStation or Switch happens in the future, regardless of the fact, oh yeah, I told you so. But no, you're wrong. You got all that stuff wrong, because none of those games are happening as we speak. So you got it wrong. Say that you're wrong. Doesn't matter how it makes you feel, right? And that's the thing with me, man. I come on here every single day and I work and I grind. And I try to stay consistent no matter what the cost is, right? And if there is something that I can do to make my audience, I don't know, whatever clarification or whatever information that I have, whether it's researching just by a simple, Google type or whatever the case may be, I'm going to give that information out to you guys, whether it's news, reviews, rumors, whatever the case may be. But I guess my issue is me being so passionate about what I do. And for a long time, I've always wanted Xbox to do better, right? And I feel like me wanting Xbox to do better, I guess, has rubbed some people the wrong way. I'm guessing, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like, I guess it rubs some people the wrong way, thinking, oh, I'm hating on Xbox, or I'm bashing Xbox, or I'm this and that. Like, that's not the case. I love Xbox. I love all my consoles that I have. I love all my games that I have. That is not the case. I just want him to do better. I want to go back to the 360 time frame, because that's what I'm used to. And that's what Microsoft has given us. And that's what we can always go back on is that time frame. And so ever since the Xbox 360 era and then moving into Xbox One, they, it's just haven't been the same. And I have a lot of respect for Phil. I do. He's not perfect. He has gotten Xbox out of the mud. I still don't trust everything that Phil says. There's a lot of things that he say, and then he goes back on it again. This is what these execs do. But I owe an apology to the Xbox community as well. A lot of you guys are sub to the channel, and I want everybody to be happy. I want that was my goal when covering PlayStation and Xbox, is for everybody to come together. For all of us to be excited about the games and be excited for the events, be excited for the future, everything, right? So that's literally my goal of covering these topics, is to bring everybody together and we all can be under the same roof and enjoy, these games and play these games. And that's all I want. I don't want to be labeled as a content creator that is biased or, selfish or whatever the case may be. Like, I don't want to be labeled as that. And I try my best to not be labeled as that, because that's not who I am. What you see with me is what you get with me, right? The same way how I am on camera is the same way how I am off camera. But no, I just literally have to get this off my chest. I owe you guys an apology. I owe the Xbox community apology. And like I said, moving forward, I will still talk about the rumors because, hey, it's news, it's information, but taking it with a grain of salt. I never claimed to be an insider, never claimed to have inside information. The only time, and I'm not lying, okay, the only time that I claimed to have any sort of inside information was 4 years ago, right, when the PS5 was coming out. And I know somebody that worked at GameStop, and I know one of the regional managers at the time, and they were able to tell me, hey, listen, PS5 pre-orders are going to go up after the showcase. And I said, guys, I know what's going to go down. I know what's going to go down. I know the pre-orders are going to go live after the showcase. A lot of people didn't believe me. And then afterwards, everybody was like, oh, shoot, but being an insider is just not worth it. And the reason why it's not worth it is because you're going to get things wrong. Like, these companies, these companies don't want you in their business. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want you to be ahead of them, right? Sony don't like rumors. Microsoft don't like rumors. They none of them do, right? They want to be the ones to be first. They want to be the ones to put the information out there, rightfully so, right? And that's the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, it's just all these websites, Xbox era, they were the first ones to report on this stuff. Oh, Starfield is coming to PS5. And then everybody else, all the other insiders were following suit, and then, it just started going out of control from there. Oh yeah, Starfield and Indiana Jones and Gears and Halo Infinite and Master Chief Collection and all these freaking Hellblade 2, all these freaking games. And I'm like, wait, what? But at the same time, when all these rumors were spiraling out of control, were just trickling down, I was like, I don't believe the Gears thing. I'm just like, man, there's no way. There's literally no way. And at the end of the day, yes, Starfield and Indiana Jones is not coming as of right now, as we know, because at the end of the day, what I've gotten from that podcast is that, listen, everything that we already known already. Phil wasn't really saying much of anything that we don't already know about Xbox and crossplay, cross save. The only thing that we didn't know was how many subscribers Game Pass had. Okay, they have 34 million subscribers. Okay, they're coming out with new hardware this year. Oh, the next gen Xbox is going to be a huge technical leap forward, blah, 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 right? But when it comes down to the 4 games, this is why I say Microsoft is not stupid. Phil is not stupid. They're not going to come out and say, yeah, the rumors are true, because they know that would be the final nail in the coffin. A lot of people have given up on Xbox. A lot of people have sold their Xboxes because of the rumors, because of the speculations. And this is why, lesson learned to you guys. Those of you who said you gave up on Xbox, I told you guys, I said, hold on to your Xboxes. I know you guys have receipts. I know it's the internet. Go back on my streams. I told you guys, hold on to your Xboxes. Just hold on to it. I wouldn't just sell my Xbox. A lot of you dudes, I'm done with Xbox. I sold my Xbox. Okay, fine. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is now. You sold your Xbox based off of rumors and speculations, right? So it ain't just me. At least I can own up to my wrongdoings. At least I can take my L and be okay with taking an L, because I know my conscience will set me free. It's not about views and clicks. It's about integrity. It's about when you're wrong, you're wrong. When you're right, you're right. You know what I'm saying? My issue was, I was feeding too much into it. That's it. You know what I mean? And in the process, some of you guys were mad at me. And like I said, for that, I apologize to you guys. I apologize to everybody, the Xbox community and everybody. Okay. But I can be real about it. You know what I mean? I can say, hey, I'm not too high and mighty. I always tell you guys, like, I'm a nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not better than anybody. You know what I mean? I'm just me, just a regular guy. Just work hard for what I have and where I'm trying to go. That's it. Nobody's special. Never claimed to be nobody special. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I have, this roof, my office, I work hard to get here. Nobody showed me how to do this. Like, I had to grind. You know what I mean? And so I like to do things the right way. And I come on here and I grind. If I didn't come on here and grind, none of this, I wouldn't have any of this. None of this, and putting God first, more importantly. So I don't have time for the BS. You know what I mean? Honesty is the best policy. And that's something that I've always lived by. And that's what I'm going to go by forever, is being honest and upfront. When you're wrong, man. There's no two ways about it. And a lot of these dudes, they can fake it till they make it all they want. And they can sit there because they want the credit and they want to feel like they're high and mighty, and because they have inside sources and this and that. I don't think people learn their lesson when it comes to PlayStation. All these fake insiders, all up in my DMs. Oh, Marlon, I know this and I know that. And you don't know a darn freaking thing. You see what I'm saying? So most of the time, I don't even look at my DMs. I have so many messages in my Twitter DM. I don't even pay attention to it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's all freaking lies. And somebody had told me one time that, there's a lot of people that's jealous of me and this and that. Whatever, man. Whatever. I come on here, man, and I grind for you guys. I grind. Some people is like, oh, this and Sony this and Sony that. Listen, you can say whatever you want to say about Sony, but I people don't understand. Like, I work hard to build a relationship with Sony. I didn't ask anybody for anything. You know what I'm saying? I work hard. And here we are with that situation, right? So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, I don't have time, guys. I really don't have time for the foolishness. Like, if I'm wrong about something, I'm wrong about it. Period. End of story. It's just crazy, man. The biggest rumor of all time end up being the biggest L of all time. I just knew it was too good to be true. That's why they always say you just got to follow your gut, follow your mind, because it's just too good to be true. Too good to be true. But I just owe it to you guys to continue to be honest with y'all, continue to be upfront with y'all, and continue to do what I do best for y'all. That's it. But we're going to talk about all this stuff that transpired yesterday, because a lot of people, even close as we gotten closer to the Xbox business update, a lot of people was backtracking. You know, oh man, you know, Starfield ain't coming. Starfield. Well, I thought you said Starfield was coming. Now you want to backtrack? You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden now you want to backtrack. Nah, man. It's funny, guys. It's funny. Sorry if I'm all over the place, but I just had to get all this stuff off my chest. And I just know what I need to do moving forward. And that's just what I'm going to do. Like I said, I'll talk about the stuff, but I'm not going to go overboard with it. I'm not going to give all my energy into it. I'm just not, because it's not worth it. It's not. It's not. I have a goal on YouTube that I want to reach, and I'm going to continue to work the hardest possible way that I can to get there. Simple as that. You know? But yeah, that's it, man. Just had to get that off my chest. That's it. Matrix. Thank you. He says, I just finished blocking all of them so-called insiders, but I can't lie. Sarah was cooking through the ponies, coping hard with hope and dreams. Listen, man, you know, it's simple. We're gamers, right? We're gamers. We're here to play games. And it's a win for everybody. You know, all these 4 games that are coming to PlayStation is a W. It's a W for everybody, because we all win at the end of the day, regardless if I don't like Pentiment, or if I don't like Grounded, or Sea of Thieves, or Hi-Fi Rush. It's a win for everybody. That's what it is. Like, people getting mad about, you know what? Let's dig into it. Let's dig into this before we get started. You know, why get mad about the games going to another platform? Like why? Why? You know what I mean? Like, you don't control the games. You're not the publisher. You know what I'm saying? So why get mad? Just play games. Like, just play games, man. It doesn't matter. Hey, that's more for other people. Like, people who haven't played those games and they're on other platforms, whether it's PC or Switch or mobile or whatever. That's more games for people to play. So why get mad? Why get bent up out of shape for no reason? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not. You know, so it's just like, oh, people are mad because this game is coming to PlayStation, but what if the rumors were true? And Starfield and Indiana Jones and all, even though Phil said Microsoft is not going to do anything to damage the Xbox brand in terms of their exclusive games. They're smart. They're a business. They're in business to make money. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to do whatever is best for their business and for their company. Just like with what Sony is doing. Microsoft is literally doing the same thing, right? Sony is letting the games run their course on their console, right? And then after a year, 2 years, 3 years, then put it on another platform. That's what Microsoft is doing. You heard what Phil said yesterday, right? Games, community games, you know, the other 2 games are kind of like, you know, smaller scale games, and they're over a year old. You know, over a year old that have already ran their course on Xbox and PC. So we're going to put those on other platforms. There's nothing wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, they're still fulfilling their promise, right? By keeping the games exclusive. So basically, it's time exclusivity without coming out saying it's time exclusivity. It's case by case without coming out saying it's case by case. I mean, that's literally what it is. That's same thing that Sony is doing, right? Same thing that Sony's doing. The only difference is with Sony now is that they want to be more aggressive with putting games on PC and things of that nature. That's it, right? But Microsoft is literally doing the same thing. And like I said before, everything that Phil was saying, all of us already knew. It was no gospel. Hear what he was even saying, that 5 to 10 years from now, we're going to start to see exclusivity based off one box is going to kind of fade away, or exclusivity period is going to fade away. Right. And that's nothing new. We already seen it happening right now, where, exclusivity, console exclusivity is slowly fading away from us. Right. So nothing he said was gospel. We just needed the clarification. You see what I'm saying? We needed some type of truth, because the rumors were so bad and damaging to the Xbox brand. You see what I'm saying? And damaging to the Xbox community. There was a lot of people that was sitting there, F Xbox, I'm done with Xbox. Literally changed their whole portfolio. They changed their whole YouTube channel. They used to be an Xbox centric YouTuber. Now they're changing to PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, the grass is greener on the other side. Oh, I'm going to go because of rumors. And I don't even know if those people realize that, wow, I made a fool out of myself. I sit here and say F Xbox and screw Xbox and I'm done with Xbox, and calling up GameStop, feeding into the hype, feeding into the bull crap, feeding into the dumpster fire. And then now, who's looking stupid now? See what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's so freaking crazy, bro. And this is why you have to take these people with a grain of salt, because it's like they sit here and it's all hype. It's all hype. Oh, this is the trend right now. Let's stone Xbox now. At this point, we're done with Xbox. It's over with, right? And so we're all guilty of it. Most of these, if not all of these influencers, they're all guilty, but they just so high and mighty that they can't come off their high horses and say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I was a little too hard on Xbox, or, I was feeding into the rumors. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm trying to get, and I see people tweeting about me on Twitter. Oh, shout out to Colt. After, I guess, my apology from yesterday, I guess my apology video, or the portion of my stream, got featured on Twitter last night. And gained some traction. And a lot of Xbox dudes was like, oh man, I like him. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, mad respect to him. And I saw Colt, and I said, man, a lot of people were saying stuff about Colt, but Colt's like, man, I always love Marlon. You know what I mean? I don't have anything against Colt. Yeah, he has gotten some things wrong and have said some things that is not right, especially with the Redfall situation and other stuff, and even into the rumors. You know what I mean? So it's just like, and then I saw him make a video out on Twitter saying that he was wrong. Bro, there's nothing wrong. And he has 160,000 subs. And he's up there. He's one of the high ones. If Colt can say that he's sorry and you guys can forgive him, why can't the rest of them do it? And then I saw Tom Henderson put out a tweet like, what can we learn from these rumors? What can we learn from these rumors and speculations, right? Not to take them serious. Treat them as rumors. Take them with a grain of salt. You see what I'm saying? I saw Jez, saying that he's going to do things different because he had a lot of sources coming in and telling him this and telling him that. Now he's going to change up. Now everybody, Tom Warren, all these guys, now everybody's going to really be precautious now. Because I'm telling you, it hurts your brain at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how many viewers you have. Doesn't matter how many. You can lose all of that. You see what I'm saying? Oh, Marlon averages about 300 to 400 viewers. Hey, I'm happy for what I have. You know what I mean? I'm striving to get more. I'm striving to grow. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not going to be able to grow if I'm not honest with my audience. You see what I'm saying? And admit to my wrongdoings. If I'm wrong about something, then I'm wrong about it. It don't make no sense arguing when you're wrong. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Period. End of story. Two wrongs can't make a right. So I just hope these guys learn their lessons. Check your sources. You know what I mean? Before you start riding with stuff and riding off in the sunset with it, because in the end, it's going to blow up. And then who it's going to come to? The trail is going to lead right back to you. The trade is going to lead right back to you. You see what I'm saying? And there's a lot of brainwashing that's been going on. A lot of these dudes with all these subs and stuff like that, and all these viewers, they brainwash their subs. They lie to their subs. You know what I mean? And that's why they're in the position that they're in. They have all the fame and all the subs and stuff. Are they happy? Are you happy? I'm pretty sure you're not happy, because all of that stuff doesn't mean anything. But at the end of the day, being honest, being upfront, standing on your word and your integrity, that's what's going to carry you through. That's what's going to make people respect you. People are not going to respect you when you're a liar and a fraud. You see what I'm saying? Period. So yeah, Microsoft came out yesterday and they dropped that hammer, boy. Man, they dropped that hammer. Oh yeah, day one on Game Pass. There's not gonna be no more day one on Game Pass. You know, day one on Game Pass is over with. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they removed day one on Game Pass and this and that. I'm like, bro, if they're taking away day one on Game Pass, then that's gonna be a problem, right? Because that's why people subscribe to Game Pass in the first place. So you taking away day one, that's a big problem. That's why I was like, nah, it's just the rumors were just crazy. Nah, we still gonna be doing day one on Game Pass. We're still going to be having exclusive games to our console. Starfield and Indiana Jones, we're not ruling it out. But guess what? Those games right now, as of right now, will still remain an Xbox exclusive. But we're not ruling it out. Simply meaning that, hey, anything can happen in the future. They're a business. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to do whatever they need to do to make money and to grow their business. That's really all it is at the end of the day. So I'm not, in other words, I'm not going to be surprised if Starfield and Indiana Jones come in the future. But the way how the rumors were, oh, after the DLC for Starfield, it's going to come to PS5. Oh, Indiana Jones, months later, it's going to come to PS5. Lies. It's all lies right now. All freaking lies. Because none of that Gears and none of that is coming to PS5 right now. So if you're a PlayStation fan, and here's another thing that I need to address. I don't know why PlayStation fans are mad about this stuff. You shouldn't be, because ain't y'all eating good on the PlayStation side? PlayStation fans have always thrown stones at Xbox games and say that their games are trash. You see what I'm saying? So why okay, if Xbox games are trash to PlayStation fans, then why should PlayStation fans be mad? What the heck are you being mad? What the heck are you being mad about? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's freaking crazy. It's so freaking crazy. Like, I don't freaking get it. I don't get it. Like, what are y'all mad about? Like, just let that stuff go, man. Like, hey, it is what it is. If these games come to PlayStation, they come to PlayStation. If they come to Xbox or Nintendo, whatever, y'all don't control that. So, and I've always heard, oh, PlayStation fans, they be eating good. They be eating good. Right? So y'all telling me y'all excited to play Pentiment? No. Look at me with a straight face. You excited to play Pentiment? Come on, man. Come on. Maybe a select few. Are you excited to play Sea of Thieves? I don't know. Maybe. Right? Are you excited to play Grounded? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Are you excited to play Hi-Fi Rush? Maybe. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy to me. We got to stop that nonsense. Okay? Like, it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. Like, Hi-Fi Rush, I can see a lot of PlayStation fans playing that on PS5. I can see that selling on PS5. I can see Hi-Fi Rush selling on Switch. Grounded and Pentiment and Sea of Thieves, probably not so much, but you never know. You never know. Those games might sell, especially on Switch. They might sell, and I think that's where Microsoft is looking at and saying, "Hey, you know what? We know it will sell on Switch. If it don't sell on PlayStation, we know it's gonna sell on Switch. Period. End of story." You see what I'm saying? And then the funny thing is, like, the stuff about Starfield. Like, I see a lot of PlayStation fans saying Starfield is trash. bore feel, load feel, this and that. Remember, the same PlayStation fans was sitting there saying, oh yeah, oh that's trash, oh yeah, that's garbage, Marlon, that's garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like the same people was sitting there saying, oh, all this is garbage, right? But at the same time, why are you mad? Well, I don't understand. You said the game was garbage. A lot of these, I can go back on streams where we were playing Starfield live and people was like, oh, this is garbage. I was saying Starfield was a decent game. Oh, Marlon, come on. Admit the truth, bro. This is trash, right? But y'all bent up out of shape when the rumors were not true that Starfield ain't coming to PS5. Oh, man, that's when everybody was mad. Man, I saw a lot of YouTubers. They were first to the punch, jumping on the rumors. Oh, Starfield is coming to PS5, and they were freaking losing their minds. And I'm like, wait a minute, weren't y'all same YouTubers and same influencers that was saying that, yeah, Starfield is trash or Starfield is not a good game? But all of a sudden now, Starfield, oh my God, it's coming to PS5. And y'all dudes know that Sony's been fighting tooth and nail to get Starfield on PS5. But when Sony lost that battle, Sony didn't even care anymore. Sony was just like, you know what? It is what it is. Game over. You know, move on to the next thing. It's not the end. It's not the end of the world. It is what it is. Man, it's funny to me, bro. Come on, man. Seriously. No more console wars, man. The console wars are over with. They're over with. At the end of the day, the last thing I'm going to say on this situation, then we're going to get into the topics. At the end of the day, bro, lesson learned for everybody. Lesson learned for me. Lesson learned for y'all. Okay? Let's just game, man. Moving forward, let's just game. You know what I'm saying? And let's not feed too much into the bull crap and the gossiping and this and that and whatever the case may be. Let's just play games. That's all I want for our community, is for everybody to be able to come here for an hour or two, however how long we're streaming for, and let's just have fun. Let's just talk about these games and talk. I love what I do, man. I worked hard to be in the position that I'm in. You see what I'm saying? And I love what I do. I love coming on here every single day talking about video games and making you guys happy and keeping you guys informed. Let's keep it like that. 100. Next, let's move. All right, so hit the like button for me, guys. Hit the share button. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into let me see here. Let's get into the topics, man. Let's get into the topics. And let's give you guys some heads up on exactly what's actually going on. Hit the like button for me, guys. I appreciate y'all. I know we could do better than 95 likes. I know we could do better. What's up to everybody? How you guys doing? If I miss you guys in the very beginning, just say a quick what's up, and then we're going to get into the topics. I know we could do better than 97 likes. Come on, guys. Can't do this without y'all, man. I always say it all the time, bro. Can't do this without you guys. I can't, man. So I need you guys' help. All right. So hit the like button for me, guys. Share the stream. Help us out, man. Y'all help everybody else out. Why you can't help me out? You know what I mean? Just help us out, man. Help out. Not even just me. Help our community out. Hit that like button, man. Share the stream, bro. Show us some love, man. You know I work hard. You know I do what I do for you guys, man. Love you guys. All right. Let's get it. Get the likes up. Real quick. I just want to hear how you guys feel real quick before we get started. How you guys feel about Microsoft moving forward? How you guys feel about the podcast yesterday? Sarah Bond, Matt Booty, Phil going in. How do you guys feel? And then you can say what's up real quick before we get into the topics. I said that's probably why the direct got postponed so that they can announce Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Hopefully that's true. Who knows if that was even true, right? But we just gotta go. We just gotta go off of that, right? But we'll see. McShawn, what's up, man? Hit that like button. Let's see here. It said GTA 6. Here we go with GTA 6. It says, "Where's the money? Who got it? Not me. I ain't got no money." Matt Henderson, what's up, my man? God bless, bro. It says, I said, Marlon Day lies about the 4 game. Phil, Big Phil. What's up, Big Phil? What's up, man? Great to see you here, my man. God bless. God talking about GTA 6. Okay. GTA 6. He says, I feel good about the companies, to be honest. Xbox and PlayStation both eating good. Oh, for sure. Xbox fans are eating good. I feel like when it's all said and done, bro, everybody got closure yesterday. At least somewhat of a closure that the rumors were all lies. You see what I'm saying? That the rumors were all lies. And, you know, they already, basically everything that Phil said yesterday, we already knew about. Basically, minus the new hardware, next gen hardware and blah, 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 which even though we heard rumors about it and other stuff for Game Pass and 34 million subs for Game Pass and things of that nature. He says, yes, JJ, hit that like button for me. Yes. I appreciate it. It says, Matt Booty said 10 games launching this year. Yep. Yeah, he did. I have it written down, man. Yep, right here. Yep. Yeah, he keep talking about growth and stuff like that. Yeah, he keep talking about growth and stuff. So yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is, bro. It's actually happening. Okay. It says, bro, seeing your views from last stream. Oh, appreciate that. You know, the grind, man. It's all a part of the grind. I appreciate you guys though, you know, because honestly, none of this wouldn't have been possible without our community. So God bless each and every one of y'all. And I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. And thank y'all for what y'all do for me and my family and the family that we have built here. All right, let's get down to business, okay? So our first topic of discussion here is 4 games coming to PS5, okay? And obviously, I want to give you guys an overview of everything that was even said yesterday as well. But the 4 games, you know, that's what everybody wanted to know. Everybody wanted to know about the games. Like, what are the games coming to PlayStation and Switch and things of the whole shebang in terms of what's going down, what's actually happening, and things of that nature. In case if you missed out on yesterday. So this is sort of like a refresher. I love you too, bro. And Sarah and Matt, we already know PR stuff besides the announcement. And yeah, and Gaming and Reactions, I don't know if you saw the beginning of the stream. Much love to you, man, and my greatest apologies to you, sir. All right, so let's dig into this. All right, so 4 first-party games. Now, this is coming from Shinobi602, basically summarizing everything. I even have everything written down, but let's go off of this. It's a little bit easier. So 4 Xbox first-party games are coming to other platforms. Not a change to fundamental exclusive strategy, okay? Not Starfield or Indiana Jones. So there you go on that one. Now, made with long-term health of Xbox in mind, reaching more players, Diablo 4. That was the biggest announcement yesterday. Diablo 4 coming to Game Pass on March 28th. Now, stick a pen right there. A lot of you dudes still don't have closure, right? In terms of the Activision Blizzard game, preferably Call of Duty. I see Charlie Intel yesterday was saying, man, like, does this kind of mean that we're getting Call of Duty day one on Game Pass? We still don't know. Because remember, the rumors, oh yeah, Call of Duty ain't coming day one. Bro, you spend $70 billion not for this to come day one? Really? You know what I mean? A lot of people, including me, was rooting for this deal to go through because of the games, because of the freaking games, right? And one of the games were, hey, Call of Duty. Don't have to spend $70 a year on Call of Duty or however how much more money. And so that is the biggest question mark. Yes, Diablo 4. That's a huge value. I haven't even played Diablo 4 yet. So that's huge value for me. That's what I'm saying. You cannot deny the value of Game Pass for the gamer. It's bad for the industry, but it's good for the gamer. When I say bad for the industry, I mean consolidation, you know, them buying up all these companies and stuff like that and shoving them into Game Pass. And then, you know, obviously these people that work for these companies end up getting laid off and all sorts of stuff happening, working, going around because, oh, they got a cut and because of this or because of that. And then a lot of these development studios come out and say that they're not satisfied with the growth and with the exposure. But 34 million, that is a lot of subscribers. That's a lot. Okay. That's a lot. So you translate that to 10 times, 10 times 34 million, how much money that is, right? A lot of money. That's some billions right there. So listen, first party games will continue coming to Game Pass on day one. Right there. Rumor right there. Squash. Get that likes up, guys. Let's see if we could get 150 on the show. So the next rumor that was squashed was first party. I'm telling you, he was bringing the hammer. Phil was bringing that hammer, boy. First party games will continue coming to Game Pass on day one. Why did Phil come out and have to re-clarify that, which we already knew about that already, that games, day one on Game Pass, whether it's, exclusive games or time exclusive or second or third party. Yeah, that hammer dropped yesterday. So they will continue with games coming day one on Game Pass. Okay. Next is exciting stuff coming out. Now, this is where I have to draw the line. Exciting stuff coming out in hardware that will be shared this holiday. Okay. Now, here's where I have to dibble in the rumor just a little bit, because we heard that Microsoft, and apparently Microsoft hearted, I think, Tom Warren's tweet about handheld and Jez Gordon tweet about a handheld Xbox. So Phil pretty much hearted those tweets, maybe insinuating that they might have a handheld. Now, I can see Microsoft doing a handheld-like system, like a Switch-like system or something in that vein. I can see that happening because that will definitely work for them. Now, I don't know if it's that particular hardware that's coming out this year, or it's the code name Brooklyn, the stuff from the FTC documents, the court documents that came out. Basically, the Thermos Series X, the all digital Series X with 2 terabyte of storage, Wi-Fi 7 and things of that nature. And there's supposedly a new controller that's probably dropping as well with haptic feedback and things of that nature, similar to what's on the PS5. So those could be potentially dropping this year, this holiday. And so we're just going to have to wait and see. They just dropped the Series S, the Black Series S, with more storage. I think it's 1 terabyte storage instead of 512. And I think a lot of people bought that, which is good for you guys who want a little bit more storage with your Series S. Now, let's move on here. Now, this is the other part right now, okay? This is it. Invested in NextGen Roadmap. Focus on delivering the largest technical leap that you will have ever seen in a hardware generation. Hold on, pump your brakes. Because when Sarah said that, I said, hold on, pump your brakes just a little minute. Now, that's the thing about Xbox, is that we feed so much into the power of their hardware, and they feed that on us a lot with the One X, with the Series X. Oh, they want to tout that they're the world's most powerful freaking console, but yet still, how are these games on this technical leap? How are the games going to be a technical leap as well to match the freaking hardware? Are you going to start? That's always been my issue with Xbox. Like, are you going to start fully utilizing the console? Because yesterday, during that Phil Spencer podcast, and the whole entire podcast, it gives Xbox console owners hope, right? That, Microsoft is not ditching the Xbox console. They're still going to be making consoles. They're still in the business, to deliver on Game Pass, first party, second party, and third party games. And they're still going to continue to do what they said they're going to do, right? But at the same time, talking about these hardware and being a technical leap, this is not the first time we've heard this. We heard the same thing about the One X. Remember the One X? Oh, there's no power greater than X, right? Remember this stuff? E3, what was it? 2018, 2017. You know what I mean? Oh, there's no power greater than X and this and that and blah, blah, blah. The Xbox One X and Project Scorpio and this and that. But you didn't really fully utilize the box. I feel like the One X had at least 2 more years into it. Same thing with the Series X. I feel like the Series X is being cut a little short too, because it's like, yeah, 2026. Apparently, Microsoft is going to come out with their next generation Xbox, if the rumors are to be true, right? They're coming out with their next generation Xbox, and it's supposed to be this technical leap moving forward. Then what's going to happen with Series X? We're already in 2024, guys, and we're barely seeing games fully utilizing the Series X. Tell me in the chat. No. Tell me in the chat if you do agree or disagree. And if you have any super chats that can back that claim up, like, tell me that you can count on your hands the amount of games that actually utilizes the Series X to its fullest potential. You see what I'm saying? And Microsoft just have a habit of not pushing the box. That's why a lot of Xbox channels came out and said, listen, you know, the Series X is for the hardcore. A lot of Xbox hardcore fans were pissed off and mad because of the rumors, because a lot of the hardcore games are going to their rival freaking console. Their rival consoles that they didn't like. Gears, Halo, Hellblade. Those are hardcore games for hardcore fans. And those are supposed to be the games that really pushes the console moving forward. I know some of you guys can sit here and say, I don't have faith in Xbox anymore. You know, and you know what? Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Maybe Microsoft has leave such a stained legacy on some of you guys. You know, maybe you just can't trust them or anything like that. But Microsoft needs to find a way to double down on the games and push the hardware. You see what I'm saying? That's what they really need to do the most. Push the hardware. Yeah, you're touting that you have the world's most powerful console. Now, here's the thing. Now, on the Sony side of things, like if Sony comes out and say, hey, we're going to be having the world's most powerful freaking console, I'll get excited. You know why I'll get excited? Because Sony and their studios know how to push hardware. Sony have been doing that since PS1. Nintendo as well. Nintendo is the least powerful freaking console, but they know how to make their games looking really crisp, really good, running at, I don't know how, they have some wizards at Nintendo. Same thing with Sony. You don't have to be a fanboy. You don't have to be an enthusiast to know that. Give Sony their flowers where they deserve their flowers. You can say their games are one and done all you freaking want. But if that's one thing you can say about Sony and their studios, their first party studios, I'm not saying third party, their first party studios, is that they know how to make it work. Look at Spider-Man 2. You can say Spider-Man 2 is trash. You can say Spider-Man 2 is mid. All you want. But one thing could be said, that Spider-Man 2 has raised the bar when it comes to giving you ray tracing in every single performance mode. In every single mode, there was ray tracing there. In every single way, they push that PS5 as much as they can. And I give my flowers to Insomniac Games. You can say whatever you want to say about the story being woke and it's trash and it's this and it's that. But hey, they did the best that they could. Naughty Dog as well. A lot of Sony first party studios, they push the freaking box. Especially Naughty. Look at Last of Us Part 2. You can say whatever you want to say about Last of Us Part 2. Oh, it's trash. Oh, the story is woke. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Look at the actual gameplay of Last of Us 2. Leaps and bounds ahead of a lot of things that are out. Look at some of Nintendo games. Leaps and bounds ahead of a lot of things that Microsoft put out. It's just the facts. It's just the facts. You see what I'm saying? Now, games like Indiana Jones, I've told you guys I'm excited about Indiana Jones. I can't wait to play Indiana Jones on my Series X. I didn't get rid of my Series X. I didn't feed into the rumors and got rid of my Series X. I still got my Series X. And guess what? When Microsoft come out with this new hardware, guess what? We're going to buy it and we're going to review it and we're going to put apples and apples together and we're going to figure this thing out. All I am saying is push the box. Right? If you're really trying to be serious with the Xbox brand, push it. I don't want to hear nothing about no specs and, oh, most powerful hardware and blah, blah, blah. I ain't trying to hear all that. Push the system. Push the hardware. That's it. All right. Now, listen to this part. This is where we're going to draw the line. Oh, yeah. Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming to PS5. Yeah, okay. Where is it at? Where is it at? Yeah, you ain't saying that now, huh? You ain't saying that now, huh? Yeah, okay. All right. Let's go ahead and let's move on. Let's move on. Now, here is the silver lining to this whole thing. Here is the silver lining to this whole thing, okay? Xbox Phil Spencer says he doesn't think they should ever rule out a game going to any other platform. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, who knows? Maybe the rumors are true, right? In terms of Starfield and Indiana Jones and all these games and Hellblade and all these games coming over to PlayStation and Switch. But Hellblade 2 ain't even out yet. Microsoft will be insane in their brains to sit there and come out and say yesterday, yeah, Hellblade 2 is coming to PlayStation. Yeah, Indiana Jones is coming to play. No. That's not a smart business move. That's not a smart business. Microsoft know the backlash. See, they smart. Phil is freaking smart, man. Give him his credit. Give him his flowers. You know what? I respect Phil because he saved Xbox. And is Xbox perfect right now? No, but he saved. He got Xbox out of the mud. But that man is smart. He's a smart businessman. You see what I'm saying? He's very clever with the wording and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. You have to listen to what these execs say. Like I said, for all we know, the rumors are true. Later down the line, in the future, those games will probably come. But hear what he said. Hear what he said. You should never rule out a game going to any other platform. When asked about Starfield and Indiana Jones exclusivity, but that doesn't mean that everything else is coming. So he's saying, listen, don't rule out the idea of Starfield and Indiana Jones coming to PS5. Pump your brakes. Everything else, don't think that everything else is going to be coming. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like contradictory depending on how you actually look at it, because truth be told, if Indiana Jones, not Indiana Jones, if Hi-Fi Rush, Grounded, Hi-Fi Rush, Grounded, Sea of Thieves, and Pentiment all do well, if they all do well on Switch and PlayStation, what's going to prevent them from putting those games on PlayStation? You see what I'm saying? What's going to prevent them from putting those games on PlayStation? Nothing. I told you guys. I told you. And that's probably where y'all can give me my flowers. Did not tell you guys that they were going to use the games. All I saw was they're going to do a case-by-case basis thing, right? Where they're going to use these games as measuring sticks to see how well they do, right? A year later, 2 years later, who knows? After Indiana Jones has ran its course to Game Pass subscribers and Xbox fans and the hardcores. Hellblade 2, same thing. Gears has been out for years now at this point. Gears 5's been out for years. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yeah, the rumors were the entire Gears series is coming to PlayStation. Not happening. Gears 5 has been out for years now. And that's not even coming to free. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a big gray area around it. It's like, okay, Hellblade 2 and Indiana Jones, those games, Starfield, those games might come to PlayStation, but like the core franchises that made Xbox, like Halo and Gears, I just don't see those games coming to PlayStation. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm still standing firm. And if maybe Xbox can prove me wrong in the future, but let me know what you guys think. Microsoft Flight Simulator, I can probably see something like that coming to PlayStation. But when it comes to Gears, Forza, and Halo, I'm standing firm on that, baby. I'm sorry. I don't see those games coming to PlayStation. I'm sorry. And that's what the rumors were saying. And I was like, there's no way. I said, there's no way. And I'm still saying there's no way. It's not happening. It's not happening. Those are your fundamental core mega franchises that made Xbox into what Xbox is. You see what I'm saying? So he says word, as long as their flagship games don't go nowhere. Yeah, we good. Exactly. Like, okay. Let me say this. Let me say this. Like the Bethesda games, I don't care. The Activision games, I don't care. Let me put it to you like that. I don't care about those games going to PlayStation. I don't care. Right? I somewhat care about Gears and Halo and Forza. Why are you saying? Because those games were born on Xbox. Come on, give me my flowers, bro. Come on, bro. Listen, I don't want to be playing Halo with this controller. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Y'all know I'm one of the realest dudes out here. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to play Halo with this. It ain't gonna feel right. It just ain't right. I need that Xbox controller in my hands. In my hands. I don't want to play Forza with this controller. I'm sorry. What you want me to do? Lie and be a fraud? I'm sorry. I'm being honest with you dudes. You see what I'm saying? Like there's certain games that it just feels right. It just feels right playing it on the box. And that's Halo, Forza, and Gears. That's it. You see what I'm saying? And they're Xbox game studio, all the other Xbox game studio games, but Bethesda games and Activision, they can put those games on PlayStation all they want. I don't care. I'll play them. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sweat off my back. But your mega friend, that's like, okay. That's like Sony coming out. We about to have a real good discussion on a Friday. That's like Sony coming out and saying, all right, like a lot of these Xbox dudes was running with it, saying, oh, Sony saying that PlayStation games are coming to Xbox. No, lies. Listen. That's like Sony coming out and saying Uncharted going to Xbox. Huh? What? Last of Us going to Xbox. It just ain't going to feel right. It just ain't going to feel right. Spider-Man. Oh, that's coming to Xbox. What? Those are your... Man, listen, bro. Come on, bro. Those are the games that made PlayStation into what it is this generation. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you Ghost of Tsushima coming to Xbox? What? Those are the games that help PlayStation, build PlayStation up. God of War. Oh, that's coming to Xbox. Why I don't want to play God of War on no Xbox? I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? It just don't feel right. It just don't feel right. There's certain games that just don't feel right in the hand with certain controllers. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. So, yeah, Microsoft will be out of their minds to come out yesterday and be like, yeah, Halo is coming up. Bro, it would have been over at that point. If Phil would have came out and said, yeah, the rumors are true. We're going full-blown third party and all of our mega franchises is going to PlayStation. You mad? Not happening. Because that would really damage Xbox. You heard what he said yesterday, right? We're not going to do anything. We're not going to make any decisions to damage Xbox. You see what I'm saying? We're not going to make no wrong business move to damage Xbox because they know that it would have been over right there. The hardcore fans would have said, you know, we're done. We're done. Halo, Gears, and Forza? Nah, man, you crazy out your mind. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. So, apparently the 4 games are as follows. Sea of Thieves, Pentiment, Hi-Fi Rush, and Grounded. Those are your 4 games. Let me know. I'm about to do a timestamp right now on these games. Which one of these games do you want to play on PS5 and Switch? All right, so you pick whichever one. I need everybody to vote. You know, Sea of Thieves. We got Sea of Thieves. So what are you going to buy on PS5 and Switch? All right, here we go. All right, so we just put up a poll right there. All right, so there you go. So Sea of Thieves, Pentiment, Hi-Fi Rush, and Grounded are the games. Okay, apparently that is coming to PlayStation 5 and Switch. Okay, now let's dig in a little bit here, okay? And this is why I say, oh my God, of mercy. Okay. Listen to this. Spencer confirmed. Listen to this. This is coming from The Verge, okay? Spencer confirms that Starfield and Indiana Jones are not part of the first 4 games, but he doesn't rule out the possibility for these titles to arrive on PlayStation 5 in the future. What did we just talk about? I don't think we should, as an industry, ever rule out a game going to any other platform, say Spencer. In an interview with The Verge, we are focused on these 4 games and learning from the experience. We don't have work going on. All right. Now, listen to this part right here. They don't have work going on other franchises, but for anybody to stand up and say something is never going to happen, I think, yeah, that's crazy, right? Because anything can happen. That's why I say maybe the rumors are true. And, you know, these games are going to come to PlayStation one way or the other, or Switch one way or the other. But don't sit there and be like, oh, yeah, it's never going to happen. Never say never. Like they always say, never say never, because you just never know what's going to happen. I think it feels like creative more creating certainty in a world of gaming where you are really want to respond to what customers want and what our players and creators are looking for. So not every Xbox game is suddenly going to appear on rival console. Oh, here go Philly boy dropping that hammer. But Microsoft is clearly considering the potential for more in the future. I asked Spencer whether there be more multi-platform games, especially if these 4 are successful. Oh, here it is. Here it is right here. Yeah, but we haven't seen that yet. So in other words, yeah, I get you're trying to jump the gun right now and ask me if there's going to be more games going multi-platform. Yeah, but we haven't seen that yet, right? In other words, like we haven't seen any success yet for us to make that decision to put these games on PlayStation 5. Yeah, pump your brakes, Verge. Pump your brakes, Tom. Yeah, not happening. Not happening right now. You're trying to get something out of me. That's why I said these execs, they're smart. They smart with the PR stuff, bro. So he's like, yeah, but we haven't seen that yet. We're obviously one of the biggest publishers on PlayStation and Nintendo today. When you think about the Activision Blizzard and Bethesda lineup of games, so we know what it means to ship games on Steam, PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox. These are games that originally launched on Xbox. They were Xbox branded games, and we want to see what happens. Because going and doing the development work to bring them to new platforms is real work. For sure it is, right? Because you got to port the game and you got to make sure that the game is compatible with the system and trophies and DualSense features and Switch and all this stuff. Like, yeah, it is work to port games over, right? But hey, I digress. Now, listen to this. Listen to this. He said that we want to make sure. Let me go back up. Go back up. All right. So he said that we know they have ship games on Steam, PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox. Said these are games that originally launched on Xbox. They were Xbox branded games, and we want to see what happens because going and doing the development work to bring them to new platforms is real work. We want to make sure that the return makes sense. So we want to make sure that coin makes sense. That's what it is, Big Phil. That's what it is. That's what it is. True businessman like Jim Ryan. True businessman. Yeah, we want to make sure. We want to make sure that the return makes sense. We want to make sure the return makes sense. We're not just going to port games over. And if the dollars and the cents, guys, I told y'all, it's all about the Benjamins. It's all about that dollar bill, man. I told y'all, it's about that money. It's business at the end of the day. If it don't make business sense to put X, Y, and Z game, they're just not going to do it, right? They're using these 4 games as beta to see how well they do, how well they sell on PlayStation. Then they're going to pivot and say, all right, let's try this game. Let's try that game. Let's try this game. Let's try that game. So only if the return makes sense. This is different information from what we've gotten yesterday. This is The Verge interviewing Phil Spencer on, more multi-platform games coming to PlayStation or Switch if they're successful. You know what I mean? If the 4 games are successful. So there's that. All right, listen to this. We want to make sure the audience that's there has an appetite. Maybe they don't. So in other words, if you poured over Redfall, listen, man, listen. Hit that like button, hit the share button if you're enjoying the show. Listen. Redfall haven't hit a year yet, or it hasn't hit over a year yet. So I'm not expecting Redfall to come to PS5, but I can almost guarantee you how many. Let me see right now. All of you guys in the chat right now, how many of you guys will buy Redfall if it comes to PlayStation 5 or Switch? Be honest. Be honest, bro. Be honest, bro. Be honest to me. Be honest to me. Would you buy Redfall if it comes to PlayStation 5? And this is what Phil is talking about. This is what Phil is talking about. Be honest. I need to see everybody in this stream right now. Fire off in the chat and be honest. Keep it real with me. Would you buy Redfall if Phil said, you know what? We're putting that on PlayStation 5. It's going to sell. That's what he's talking about. That's exactly what he's talking to The Verge about. Listen, bro, only if people have appetite for these games, then they will put them. Look at the bad scar that not even Starfield, but Redfall have put on the industry. Redfall was bad when it launched. Like, it was in a very bad state. It was in a broken state. You see what I'm saying? Even Phil admitted that, we shouldn't have released Redfall like that. We shouldn't have released Redfall like that because it was a broken, glitchy mess. Right? And then Pete Hines, before he retired, saying that, Redfall, it will be a good game eventually. You see what I'm saying? Games like Redfall, I don't have the appetite for. So I give him his flowers. I give Phil his flowers on that. I don't have no appetite. I don't have no appetite for no Redfall. You see what I'm saying? This is why I say Microsoft will be crazy in their brains to go full-blown third party. They will be crazy because all of those games are not going to sell. If they're not doing that well on Xbox, what makes you think that people on PS5 and Switch are going to buy Redfall? Now, Redfall in the state that it's in now can potentially sell more on other platforms because they have updated the game, right? Give it 60 FPS. The graphics looks better. Completely different 180. Right. So I played Redfall since it got updated on the channel, and it was a little bit more tolerable. I was able to swallow Redfall, a lot better that way. But my God, Redfall and games like that, I don't have no appetite for those games. I'm just going to keep it $150 with y'all. Hi-Fi Rush, I can see myself buying it on PS5. I've never played it on Xbox. I can see myself buying it on PS5 and playing it. Exactly my point. Games that I can stomach, games that I have an appetite for. He's right. He's 100% right. This man has been at Xbox and dealing with this stuff for years, over 20 years at this point. This man is smart. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, listen, man, all these freaking lies, you know what I mean? Like, exposed. He said trash fall. I'm done with y'all. Y'all better stop, man. Y'all better stop. Listen to this. It says, I understand that Microsoft has also previously been weighing up the idea of bringing Gears and Microsoft Flight Simulator and even the next Doom to rival consoles. Final decisions haven't been made on these other games, but there's bound to be more than just 4. As this strategy evolves, it's clear there will be some interesting decisions made about the future of Xbox games and exclusivity. So why does Microsoft need to launch Xbox exclusives on rival platforms? The company talks of a need for Xbox to evolve to ensure long-term success for both Xbox and the industry as a whole. Microsoft's gaming business just grew to be a bigger than Windows division thanks to the Xbox, Activision Blizzard acquisition, right? So it's not in trouble. The Xbox business as a whole still needs to get bigger though. Microsoft Series S and X console sales lag behind Sony's PS5, and Spencer previously admitted its Game Pass subscriptions were slowing down. Again, remember that. Content review then could be as good as a good source of revenue or a good source of growth. So again, this is crazy. So I want to go back and I wanted to go listen back to this interview. All of us rewatch this interview or this podcast and hear exactly the words of Phil Spencer. And some of y'all are going to keep receipts based on everything that was said. And then after that, we're going to transition into the Q&A because I do know a lot of y'all probably have things to say. So hit that like button, hit that share button for me, and let's dive right into this podcast once again. Let's rewatch this podcast and let's take it all in one more time, and then we'll transition. Here we go. Let's pull this up. And let's see here. Business update. There we go. And boom. Boom. All right. Pull me down. Boom. All right. Let me make myself a little small here. All right. There we go. And boom.
Hello and welcome to the official Xbox podcast. I'm your host, Tina Amini, and we have a very special episode today, as you can probably tell by the fact that I'm joined by Phil, Sarah, and Matt. Welcome.
Hit that like button, guys.
And we're going to talk about some updates at Xbox. We want to talk about
Adam?
game exclusivity. We want to talk about Activision Blizzard, now that they're part of our portfolio, how that might be an impact on Game Pass. And we want to talk about hardware, too, and how all of this fits into the strategy at Xbox. So where should we start, Phil?
Well, when we originally had planned for the show, starting back in December, I think we probably would have started with Activision Blizzard, maybe talked a little bit about the exclusivity with some of the news coming up, and then hardware. But we've had some unforeseen news that has come out. So let's just go and tackle the exclusivity.
Oh, wait. Did you hear what he just said? We got some unforeseen news that came out. Rumors, a direct hammer to the rumors. That man started off saying, you know what? Let's just put this to bed right away. Woo! Let's play that back.
So let's just go and tackle the exclusivity question, because I know.
Hold on.
Starting back in December, I think we probably would have started with.
Effective says Halo and Gears deal with DualSense features way better 100%. Yeah, but you get the idea of what I was saying. Thank you, Effective, for the $2.
Activision Blizzard, maybe talked a little bit about the exclusivity with some of the news coming up, and then hardware. But we've had some unforeseen news that has come out. So let's just go and tackle the exclusivity question, because I know it's on the minds of a lot of people. We hear from the community, and that's an important input for us.
Is that so, Phil?
So we made the decision that we're going to take 4 games to the other consoles, just 4 games, not a change to our kind of fundamental exclusive strategy. We're making these decisions for some specific reasons. We make every decision really with the long-term health of Xbox in mind. And long-term health of Xbox means a growing platform, our games performing, building the best platform for creators, reaching as many players as we can. We're always looking to learn as a leadership team and to grow. And we think this is an interesting point in time for us to use what some of the other platforms have right now to help grow our franchises. So we're going to do that.
So these 4 titles, what are they? Can you say?
I'm not going to name those games. The teams that are building those games have announced plans that are not too far away. As we know, game teams put a lot of energy into their announcements with the partners. So I don't want to take anything away from those teams. So I won't be talking about the titles specifically, but I think when they come out, it'll make sense.
Can we say if either of those titles are Starfield or Indiana Jones?
They are not Starfield or Indiana Jones.
Well, what was the criteria?
Look at his face. I didn't mean to pause. Look at his face, guys. When see, he knows. Phil knows. What's up, guys? Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Come in with your super chats if you have any questions around about this podcast. You see it. You see his body language when she asked him about are they Indiana Jones or Starfield, and he kind of smiled a little bit. Man, I'm telling you, man. You think they don't pay attention to the rumors? Yeah, okay.
Indiana Jones?
They are not Starfield or Indiana Jones.
Well, what was the criteria in how the team was thinking about selecting those 4 titles?
Let me start a little bit outside of that, and then I'll get to the 4 specific games that we're talking about right now. Because the fundamental decision driver for any decision that we make, anything we're going to talk about today, is the long-term health of Xbox. That we're running a growing platform that is reaching more players, that our games are having as much success as possible. And I do have a fundamental belief that over the next 5 or 10 years, exclusive games that are exclusive to one piece of hardware, are going to be a smaller and smaller part of the game industry. And that's not some great insight, because if you look at the last 10 years and what the biggest games are today, it's a natural place. Whether it's one console and PC, multiple consoles, mobile console and PC, you see big games landing on multiple platforms. And we want to be a great platform for creators that are trying to realize that potential. But now back to the specifics of the question on these four specific titles. We looked at games that are over a year old, so they've been on Xbox and PC for a while. A couple of the games are community-driven games, new games that kind of first iterations of a franchise that have reached their full potential, I'd say, on Xbox and PC. There's always growth. Franchises that we obviously want to continue to invest in. Part of having the ability to continue to invest is that the businesses behind those franchises continue. We think it's important that these service-based games that have communities behind them, that they can have confidence that they're going to exist in the future. So 2 of them, kind of community-driven games that will end up on other platforms and give us the ability to continue to invest in them. We think that's great for the business and great for the communities, more players to play with. I'd say 2 of the other games are smaller games that were never really meant to be built as kind of platform exclusives and all the fanfare that goes around that. But games that our teams really wanted to go build, that we love supporting creative endeavors across our studios, regardless of size. And as they've realized their full potential on Xbox and PC, we see an opportunity to utilize the other platforms as a place to just drive more business value out of those games, allowing us to invest in maybe future iterations of those, so sequels to those, or just other games like that in our portfolio. And when we don't damage Xbox and we can grow our business using what other platforms have and to help us with that, we're going to do that. And that's really the story behind these 4 games. And last thing I'll say, looking forward, I think there is an interesting story for us of introducing Xbox franchises to players on other platforms to get them more interested in Xbox. We think there's a good brand value for Xbox there. So 4 games, no promise beyond that. So if you're on those other platforms and you see these 4 games coming, please don't take it as some signal that
Oh, you hear that. You hear that. Make sure y'all taking pictures and receipts. You hear what this man said. You hear what he said. All right.
For Xbox there. So 4 games, no promise beyond that. So if you're on those other platforms and you see these 4 games coming, please don't take it as some signal that everything's coming. It's not. And we're going to learn.
So when you are thinking about the future and this concept of live service games, games that can benefit from bigger audiences, new audiences, how does that apply to future titles and how you're applying that criteria there?
Yeah, there's really no fundamental change to how we think about exclusivity. We just came out of Developer Direct, which was an awesome show, where we showed great games that are coming to Xbox and PC and cloud, which really makes them accessible to hundreds of millions of people. So it's this kind of, we're really focused on a couple platforms and what's going to show up there. But our key of play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want, when everybody plays, we all win. These have been part of our strategy for years and will continue to be. Our focus is on how do we continue to grow the games industry by reaching more players in more places, and how do we grow Xbox as part of that. Xbox is a hardware platform, Xbox is a publisher of great games, and Xbox as a platform for the world's best creators.
And then knowing that, how do we think about our first-party games and Game Pass?
Yeah, well, to build on what Phil just said, one thing I would add, as you were talking about growth, is just that we've sort of seen this inversion over the last 5 years where it used to be that the platform was the biggest thing.
That's right.
And the games would sort of tuck in within the platform. Today, big games like a Roblox or a Fortnite could actually be bigger than any one platform. And that really has changed the way that we think about things. So in the midst of all that, I think we at First Party can come back to sort of some core principles. First, that all of our games will be on the Xbox platform. Second, all of our games will go into Game Pass on day one. And third, we know that Game Pass will only be available on Xbox. So there's sort of starting points for us. As Phil mentioned, there are games today that you can play that only can be found on Xbox. And at the same time, we want to bring more of our games to more players. So we're going to continue to look at that. Kind of moving aside, though, from some of those and thinking more about what does it really mean for the player, to me, the two key things are cross-play and cross-save. Those things allow us to deliver on the promise of Xbox, which is play with your friends where they are, play on the devices you want, play the games you want. So that is really only possible at a practical level when you know that your saves and your player are going to be able to move across all those parts. So not all of our games today are necessarily built to take advantage of that. There still will be some games that don't. As we bring more teams into the Xbox family, there's some catch up to do as we get there. But that cross-play, cross-save is like so fundamental to what we're doing, and I think is something that we as First Party get such a good benefit from being so close to the platform.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the things, like you said, all of our games are always in Game Pass. And so I'm excited to announce, with the coming together that we had with Activision Blizzard King, that Activision and Blizzard games are coming to Game Pass, starting with Diablo 4 on March 28th, which I'm super, super excited to share today. And it's all part of our commitment to make Xbox, the Xbox experience, and the games that we build as widely available as possible. So now the 34 million Game Pass members can all enjoy the fantastic experience of Diablo 4.
Amazing. Can we come back to the point, Phil, you mentioned at the top, this isn't really a change in strategy for us. Can you recap for me how it isn't?
Yeah, and I thought both Matt and Sarah did a really nice job of talking about what we're doing on Xbox, where we're going. If you take a platform feature like Xbox Play Anywhere, which has been a promise that we've made on our first-party games, that you can buy our game once, you're going to get to play across Xbox and Windows. I think we're the only platform that does this. That makes it possible for you not only to play with your friends wherever they are, but to know that you actually have multiple entitlements to the games. I think that's a technology I would love to see applied to more platforms. But it is this view that people are going to play Xbox in multiple places. Whether it's play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want, whether it's content, community, and cloud, whether it's when everybody plays, we all win. Like, we've had different taglines, different strategy, kind of words that we've used, but always with this view that Xbox is a platform for creators who want to reach the most players. Our investments in xCloud, our investments in franchises like Minecraft and now Call of Duty and other large franchises so that we learn how to build those. This has been a strategy that we've been on for, I'd say, a decade. It's not about one device. It's not about games in service of a device, but rather the devices that people want to play on should be in service of making the games as big and popular as they possibly could be. Because really, a healthy creator community on Xbox, a healthy creator community in gaming all up, is the thing that all of us as game players should be voting for, because that's the thing that will lead to the best long-term success and growth in this industry.
And my understanding, just from listening and learning from you three over the past few weeks, just understanding what's happening with Xbox, is that we see trends with player behavior where people are playing on multiple devices. That is the reality. And we have put some games out on multiple platforms before. So my understanding is that that's been good for players. How does that come back to the business with all of that in mind?
Yeah, as you said, we have shipped games on other platforms. In fact, realistically, if you look with the addition of Activision and Blizzard and ZeniMax, we're one of the largest game publishers on PlayStation. We're one of the largest publishers on the Nintendo Switch, especially when you put Minecraft into the equation as well. And now we're one of the largest publishers on mobile platforms as well. And that's not something that we want to back away from. We want to continue to be building great games that millions and millions of people can love, and that they can play those games where they want to go play. But we do understand the business success that Xbox has to have. Us as leaders in this business, the system today, the system that all companies that we play video games from, is a world of you got to be growing your business. Growth in our Xbox business is critical to the long-term health of Xbox. Many people know I've been on Xbox for over 20 years. And I want to make sure Xbox is in the best position for the next 20 years. That means healthy player community, healthy creator community, and healthy business. So when we look at opportunities to allow more people to play, more people engage, more people to buy, more people to subscribe, it's all about putting Xbox in the best position. And our hardware is a critical component of that. The absolute best experience somebody has on Xbox is hardware that your team builds and that people play on. But that's not going to be everybody. We fully accepted that we're going to have Xbox players across all kinds of devices.
So I think a lot of people think about 2023 as this incredible year for gaming. And in a lot of ways it was. There were some really amazing releases that I think we all enjoyed. But what were the signals behind the scenes that maybe indicated how we wanted to look at the future of Xbox and how we kind of keep up with the industry?
Yeah, such a good question. And I think it's, as people who care about the industry, which I assume is people who are watching this, it was an amazing year. Some great launches, some of the games that I think will stand the test of time and people will be talking about a decade from now. But it's an industry that didn't really grow. And what happens when an industry doesn't grow? You end up with some job eliminations, which we had. We had even our own hard decisions to make about building a sustainable business for ourselves, but in no way were we alone in that. When you think about a healthy industry, I want players who believe that they will find the best games on the platforms that they love. I want people who invest their careers in working here to feel like this is a place that they can be successful. And that really is down to being part of an industry that is growing. If you listen to Lisa Su, the AMD CEO, she'll say that AMD-powered consoles are likely to decline in 2024. I think there's an amazing set of games coming in 2024, but if we don't get to growing as an industry, the industry will struggle. And today there's really two choices on how do you grow the industry. Do you say I have a fixed number of players, the players that we have today, and do I find new ways to monetize those players to get more money from the players that I have? Or do you think about how do I expand the business I have by finding new players and adding those to the base of players that already play? Our focus on Xbox for the last decade has really been on that latter point of how do we make sure Xbox is growing for our players, growing for our creators, so those people are finding success on our platform, which will grow the Xbox business and put Xbox in a position to be very strong for years and decades to come.
Matt, earlier you were talking about these growing gaming communities, how they're incredibly large and comparable on such a different level when we think about console audiences. Like you mentioned Roblox, you mentioned Fortnite. So how are we're obviously thinking about our responsibility, our hardware responsibility is supporting the growth of gaming communities. How has that actually shown up for the players? Are there other games we can speak to from our portfolio?
Well, as Phil mentioned, two of the biggest ones for us, Call of Duty and Minecraft, they are driven just from the bottom up by the communities of people that play those games, which is so great. I think about it, for the player community, it comes down to where are the friends, where are the people you play with, and then equally important is where have you built up your library of games, right? Where have you invested? Where's that library? I think those two things probably are some of the biggest influences on where people choose to play and what devices they choose to play.
Yeah.
When we think about, on the other side, the developer side, just any game developer wants their game to find the biggest audience possible. That's just the nature of building a game. You want people to enjoy and participate in what you've made. And I think we're in a unique position to deliver on that just because we are the platform. We build hardware, we've got a first-party games group, and then we've got a system that ties that together, that brings together your friends, your progression, your achievements, all of that. And I think that's really what has contributed to the momentum behind some of these communities.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you look at, just step back and you look at the history of the industry, we've moved from a place where it used to be that someone built and launched a game to accelerate hardware to actually the things we do with our hardware and with our platform are all in service of making those games bigger. And we think about that across all of the investments we make, the consoles we build, the investments we do with things like cross-play, cross-progression, the things that we're doing with cloud. How do we actually give more options to game creators so they can have the greatest success? I think one of the fun recent examples about this is actually Power World. You know, Power World was able to launch, they were a game preview, they launched in Game Pass, they also simultaneously launched in Steam. And through the combination of those things, you know, Pocket Pair was able to have this outsized success, and it was the largest third-party Game Pass launch ever. And that's all because we give creators options on how they can launch their games. We've got subscription, we've got retail, we've got free-to-play, we've got game preview. We have the consoles, we have our experience on PC, and they can access all of those things. And when we step back and we just look at the performance of our platform all up, we know it's working. We're at the highest level of users on console, the highest level of users on PC, the highest level of users on cloud ever. We have double-digit growth rate on PC and cloud, places where we're enabling creators to actually reach new players beyond the console ecosystem. And that's why we're leaning into it and doing more, because we see all those signals.
So we're talking about the role that hardware plays for creators, for the games and those communities. What about the role that hardware plays for us as a business, for Xbox?
When we look at our hardware, it really is, and Phil said this earlier, it's where you get like the most flagship seminal experience of Xbox. And it also represents a developer target. Our developers can build the specs of our hardware, and we invest to make sure they know when they do that, that the games are going to run great on our hardware, but they're also going to be able to be accessed across any screen because of all the other investments we make. So we're giving them an easy way to access as many players as possible. And we actually have more creators right now building for Xbox than ever before by nature, thousands of them by nature of those investments. And we got more to come. There's some exciting stuff coming out in hardware that we're going to share this holiday. And we're also invested in the next generation roadmap. And what we're really focused on there is delivering the largest technical leap you will have ever seen in a hardware generation, which makes it better for players and better for creators and the visions that they're building.
And then when we're talking about hardware too, there's these other considerations that are really important to our community, probably to each one of ourselves as well. When you talk about library, because I want to dig in on that a little bit more. You know, as we talk about cloud in the wider entertainment industry, there's conversations about streaming. How is that impacting how I own my content that I've invested in? So what can we say about our stance around game preservation?
Yeah, you know, one of the highlights for me of being in this position was getting to stand on stage when we announced back compat coming to Xbox One. Like, it was fantastic. People were reading the teleprompter before I could read it. Slow reader, and just feeling the energy in the auditorium as we were saying that and online. You know, one of the cues I think us as being part of Microsoft take is looking at Windows and how Windows over decades has maintained software compatibility with things that are built on it. Like, I can still go back and play some of the games that I love playing on Windows from decades ago, and it will still run. And we try to bring that same view to consoles. It's harder in console because the line between what the hardware is and what the game is in consoles is traditionally, it's tighter, which makes compatibility, you end up doing these generational compatibilities that we've built. But I will say compatibility, the ability to not only play the games, but my saves are still there with our cloud save systems to try to keep the services up as long as we can so that people can play, is a tenet of what we are as Xbox. It's at our foundation. And when we look at future hardware generations and what we're going to support, making sure that we respect, which is the word I use, respect the investments that people have made in Xbox going forward is fundamental. And the fact that you get entitlements when you buy a game from us on both Windows and Xbox also means you have the ability to play that game across a multitude of devices, which I think furthers the compatibility of the games that you own.
Can we go back to what Xbox stands for today? I think we've pretty much covered all of the elements, but if you could break it down for me.
You know, when you play on Xbox, what we're saying is you're playing on a platform where you know the biggest games in the world are always going to be. You're playing on a platform where you get to access Game Pass. And all of the games from our incredible range of studios will always launch in Game Pass day one. And you're playing on a platform that's dedicated to you, like player-first features, cross-play, cross-save, cross-progression, backwards compatibility, being able to play your games in your library anywhere you want because of the investments that we make in cloud gaming. And so you're playing somewhere where you're investing and you know you get to take the games forward with you and across all of the screens where you are. And I think most importantly, Xbox is a place where you know when you're investing in Xbox, you're investing somewhere that is dedicated to making games more successful and creators more successful so that they can invest more to bring even better experiences to you all of the time.
Yeah, just that investment in the studios is so, and we feel that as part of first party with the platform proximity. You know, it's kind of amazing now to look out across all the studios we've got and just be reminded that we're now one of the biggest development organizations in the industry. What does that mean for players? It means that the biggest games are going to continue to come to Xbox. And this 2024, the year coming up, we've got more than 10 major releases coming up. Great stuff. Hellblade 2. We've got Diablo expansion. We've got Avowed, Ara, the Indiana Jones game. And there's more in development, which I think we're going to be able to share more about at our June showcase coming up pretty soon.
Well, I guess I should get ready to work on that show. Well, thank you all for showing up on the podcast today, and we'll see the rest of you this June.
Thanks, team.
Thank you.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, so just wanted everybody to get a refresher of what was said, and we can take a picture of it and keep it in our minds and in our hearts on what they have said in that video podcast. I think for me, I'm always going to be skeptical of everything they say, because it's like on one minute they say this and then the next minute something completely different. And you heard what Matt Booty said towards the end. Basically, the biggest games are always going to be on Xbox first. The biggest games are coming to Xbox, and between now and next year, there's over 10 games, which is good. This is all good stuff. My biggest thing with Xbox is obviously this pivot that they're doing in, changing the way how they see exclusivity and then putting it elsewhere. And always, as an Xbox console owner, after this whole podcast, you should take away from this like, man, anything can happen at any time, right? Because it's business first and gamers last, right? So they're going to do whatever they're going to do business-wise to make sure they make that coin. You saw that Verge interview that I read earlier. Like, if it makes sense and if it makes money, they're going to put it on PlayStation. They're going to put it on Switch. Doesn't matter how you feel or how much of a hardcore fan you are. Like, if it makes money, it makes sense. And that's what they're going to be doing with whatever franchises that they have. And I feel like if you look at, Bethesda, when they bought Bethesda and stuff, and how everybody, including me, based on what Phil said before, Starfield is not coming to PlayStation. He said that. He literally said that in an interview. Oh, it's not. No, that's not coming to PlayStation. That's exclusive to Game Pass and exclusive to wherever Game Pass is available. He has already said that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, again, now we know, okay, 4 games are going over to PlayStation and Nintendo. And he put that clause in there of, hey, I'm not ruling out. Nobody should ever rule out what games are going to go wherever. So that simply means that potentially in the future, Indiana Jones and Starfield and those games will come to PlayStation. So again, I'm always going to be skeptical of Microsoft and their vision of exclusivity. And exclusivity, Phil is right, exclusivity is already phasing out right now, because the goal is, and that's the same thing with Sony, Sony is always going to be that hardware manufacturer that keeps their games exclusive to the box, at least the single player stuff, for a year or two, and then dish it elsewhere, right? Obviously, now we heard from the CFO, Mr. Hiroki Totoki, basically said that, listen, we're going to be more aggressive. Now, more aggressive meaning, hey, we're going to put more games, on PC and potentially go day and date with their single player games in the future. We're just going to have to wait and see on that. But as of right now, they're going to be more aggressive. Same thing Microsoft is doing. Similar situation to where the game gets released, especially these newer games, a year after, we're going to put them on PlayStation and Switch, right? And it sounds like they're going to be selective with the games that they're going to put on Switch and PS5, because it's just games that, whether it's community-driven games or games that weren't designed to be a console exclusive or something big and broad like Gears or Halo or Forza, those are the games that are going to be trickling down to PlayStation and Switch. And that's fine. You got to make your money. You spend $70 billion. My own thing is, the reason why Microsoft is the biggest publisher there is right now is because of Activision, because of Bethesda. They didn't become the biggest, and that's the big key takeaway that I need a lot of you dudes to understand, is that Microsoft did not become the biggest publisher in the world by themselves without buying other publishers and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? They couldn't for some reason build their empire and take over the entire industry by building great games and going up against their rival and knock Sony out of the park and take the #1 spot. That to me is the ultimate biggest thing that you can ever do in the industry, that you can tout on your chest and say, oh yeah, we the best, right? I could see if they would have aimed high, beat out Sony, go pound for pound, head to head with the games, and then maybe you say, okay, we want to expand. We want to expand more into the Xbox Everywhere ecosystem, whatever, buying or getting more games for more players to play for our Xbox Everywhere or our Xbox Every Screen situation. Makes sense? And so I think that's why I was so frustrated with Xbox for years, is because I'm like, I know you guys can do better. I know you guys can build great games. And that's why I was so upset with Phil in that Kind of Funny interview, because he sounded so defeated. This is a whole different Phil Spencer compared to the Phil Spencer that we had at the Kind of Funny interview, because he sounds so defeated. It's like it's almost as if like, oh, we're giving up on Xbox without even saying it. But it really just goes to show you that money and investments goes a long way, because of Activision, because of another third-party publisher, it allows them to be so big and powerful, or to be even bigger and more powerful, and to be able to gatekeep these games, right? Gatekeep these games, decide what games go to what platform and whatever the case may be. And my issue with that is, how are the quality of the games going to be moving forward? How is Call of Duty going to be? Is the quality going to be better than how it was before when Activision was on the market by themselves? Doom and, Wolfenstein and Elder Scrolls and all these Bethesda franchises, how are they going to be moving forward from years to come? You see what I'm saying? And that's something that Jim Ryan was talking about. Like, he was like, I don't trust Microsoft. You see what I'm saying? I don't trust them, because what's going to prevent them from sabotaging us with a bad version of Call of Duty? And he's right. Microsoft is not in business to be Sony's friend. They're in business to make money. But yes, Phil did say that, hey, the quality of Call of Duty will stay the same, right? The version that they have, that's the version that Sony will have, and including content and things of that nature. Okay, but Jim is like, I still don't take their word for it. Because hey, who knows, right? Their job is to get rid of the competition, right? Their job is to be better than the competition. Why are you going to sit here and beef up your competition and make them be better than you? Nah, your job is to take down your competition, right? And make sure that you apex at the end of the day. And so I don't know, man. I don't know which other publisher are going to be next. You know what I'm saying? In terms of acquisition, Microsoft is not done yet, y'all. This roadmap that they have of buying more studios and more publishers is not over with yet. With them putting games on their rival platforms, you know, Switch and PS5, that's going to help them to recoup some of that money that they've invested into these publishers and to all the other stuff that they have, not only just making different iterations of these games that we come to know and love, but also invested into more acquisitions, right? And things of that nature. So the acquisitions are not going to slow down. Who knows who is next? Are they going to buy Sega next? Are they going to buy EA next? Are they going to buy Take-Two next? They can afford it. They can afford it. I don't want that. I don't want Microsoft to be buying every single body in the studio. In the industry. I don't want that, because all they're doing is buying everybody and just put them in one freaking box and then just gatekeep everything. Like, that's not, to me, that's just not innovative. And there's no innovation there, right? Because you don't own those games. Like, you didn't build those franchises since your existence. You're just buying other people's stuff and distributing them. And that's the only issue that I have with Xbox. Can y'all just double down on your first party studios, on the games that you currently do have, and make them the best that they can possibly be to go up against your rival? How would you guys feel if Microsoft comes out next and say, I don't know, maybe 3 years or 4 years from now, once the dust is settled with this Activision Blizzard King stuff, we're buying Take-Two? What? Here we go again. Now Grand Theft Auto is exclusive to Xbox, or day one on Game Pass, and how is the quality of that game going to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want this same thing to be over and over, because eventually they're going to consume the entire industry. And then there's not going to be any publisher to stand on their own and be creative on their own. Oh, next they're going to buy Ubisoft. Like, that's not fun. That's just not fun. Let the publishers be who they're going to be. Let them develop great games and build great games for their consumer bases. And not every single thing needs to be bought and put in a subscription service. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's not, no. I get the whole value proposition for gamers and what you're trying to do, but at the same time, let people have their independence. And because they have the money, because they have the power, I'm all for, you know, everybody playing games and stuff like that. But consolidation is taking over at an all-time high. And it's because of Microsoft why this is happening. If Microsoft wasn't behind the Xbox brand, all of us know in this show today, all of us know that Xbox would have been over with after the 360 era. It would have been done. It would have been a done deal, right? Because there would be no way they would have been able to fund a lot of the mistakes and a lot of things that were happening with Xbox. And I felt like after the Xbox 360 era, there was a huge disconnect. There was a huge disconnect right there, because Microsoft was all over the place during the Xbox One generation. DRM, Kinect, if it's an all-in-one entertainment system or it's a set-top box, they were just all over the place, right? The games were poorly optimized, 765p, 592p. I mean, there was all different type of resolutions that I've never heard before. Right? It was an absolute mess. Yes, they had more games on Xbox One, right, than they do now. And obviously the Xbox, they're still trailing a little bit behind the Xbox One, right? But at the same time, it's like it took them a minute to get up out of the mud and the rut that they were in. You see what I'm saying? And now we're seeing a whole different playing field with, you know, their goal and their vision. This is a whole different Microsoft, and that's their lane. Sony and Nintendo, They have their lanes carved out. Sony is listening like, look, we're keeping PlayStation at the core. We're keeping the console at the core of what we do, right? At the core of what we do. We're keeping PlayStation at the core. Microsoft, on the other hand, whole different thing. Xbox is not the core for them. You know what I mean? It's everything else that's the core for them. Like, their core is, hey, cloud, mobile, and PC. That's their core. And then Xbox. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to build everything around Xbox, right? And just dish out how they see fit. But I don't know, man. We will see. I'm happy to know that they're not exiting the console business because, yeah, while they're having a different vision than Sony, they can still compete, right? They can still compete with these exclusives, even though they're going to be time exclusive. And that's what I have in my head now. Time exclusivity. Indiana Jones, time exclusive. Starfield, time exclusive. You know what I mean? Like, those games to me, Elder Scrolls, time exclusive. Who knows? Blade, who knows? At this point, right? It might be exclusive for a year or two. Then it's going to go to PlayStation afterwards. That's the mindset that I have for Xbox moving forward. And if that means that they can still compete with Sony, then so be it. You know, the sky's the limit at this point. But gaming is changing right in front of our eyes, guys. No longer are we in the PS3/360 time frame of gaming. That gaming is over with at this point. Microsoft being competitive with PlayStation, done. That it's just over with. Out consoling each other. You know what I mean? Building great games and going head to head with each other. That's over with. This is a whole completely different goal, whole complete different mindset, and that's fine. That's the angle that they want to take this. You know, that's the direction that they're trying to go. That's fine, as long as you stay true to what you say you're going to do. As long as games are launching day one on Game Pass, that's all we care about. We don't care about anything else, right? As long as there is some sort of exclusivity, I think people will be happy, regardless of, you know, when the games are going to go to other platforms, which games are going to go. Doesn't matter. As long as there's some sort of exclusivity, I feel like a lot of Xbox fans will be okay. Right? But sitting there, man, and buying the entire industry, nah, bro, that's not cool. That is not cool at all, because you're rich and you want to show off and you want to act like you're better than everybody else. That's not, yeah, I get the goal and the vision of, you know, you want more gamers to play your games and stuff like that. That's fine. That's fine. I can get behind that. But consolidation, nah, man, that's not cool. You buying up everything and shove it in the Game Pass, that's not Einstein level of thinking or creativity. But hey, what do I know? But y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. I feel like this is it. I mean, we're in 2024. We already in talks about new hardware. Whoa. This is going to be a crazy year for video games because we know Sony coming out with new hardware. Right? At least as far as we know in terms of the rumors, anything can change, anything can ship. For all we know, maybe Sony might say, you know what, screw the PS5 Pro. We might just cancel it at this point. You know what I mean? We might not even come out with it. Who knows? It's a 50-50 chance on hardware. Microsoft is saying they're coming out with new hardware this year for this holiday. What I'm thinking this new hardware is either going to be is, like I said, the Series X, all digital console, the controller, or maybe this Switch-like system could be dropping, you know, for this holiday. And if it's at a good price, that might force Sony's hand to come out with something similar. Like maybe the Vita 2 stuff might be happening, or whatever the case may be. They already launched the PlayStation Portal already. And like I said, I can stand behind Sony when it comes to dropping more powerful hardware or hardware in general, because you know that hardware is going to be utilized. Look at the PlayStation 2. They literally pushed the PlayStation 2 as much as they possibly could with a lot of the games that they released. Same thing with PlayStation 3. Last of Us on PlayStation 3 looked amazing. Heavy Rain on PlayStation 3 looked amazing. There were so many games that was released. Lair look amazing. Heavenly Sword looked amazing on PlayStation 3. Literally pushed the hardware. Even though the cell processor was a beast to develop for and to get the games running on the PS3, they still was able to achieve a lot with that hardware. And they actually took an L, a fat L on selling the console at $600. Yeah, it was very expensive back then, but at the same time, they were selling it at a loss, right? And so I trust Sony whenever they say they're gonna come out with new hardware, because I know that their studios, and the reason why I trust Sony is because of their studios. Their studios, especially Naughty Dog, especially Santa Monica, who else? Santa Monica, Naughty Dog, Sucker Punch, all those studios and more knows how to develop, knows how to push hardware. Insomniac Games knows how to. Can you imagine the next Spider-Man game? Can you imagine Wolverine? Besides all the leaks and stuff, that's nothing. Can you imagine, man, PlayStation fans should be excited and happy, because here's the thing. The whole thing that everybody was so bent up out of shape about, oh man, no existing franchises in terms of sequels and things of that nature till 2025. That could work to our advantage. That could work to our advantage, because if they have more powerful hardware, maybe this delay for 1 year could mean that they're developing these games with the PS5 Pro in mind to take advantage of the power and capabilities. When I see Ghost of Tsushima 2, I want to lose it. I want to see the best representation of Ghost of Tsushima 2 running on PlayStation 5 Pro, taking advantage of the Pro console. That's how you win. That's how you win. Showing those games that were built to take advantage of PS5, but now you're taking some time off. Who knows? Maybe it's a little bit more development time. Maybe it's polishing and making sure that everything, maybe they learned their lesson from Spider-Man, because Spider-Man was so buggy and glitchy and stuff like that. You can't blame him for that. It's not like they're saying 2 or 3 years from now. It's just a year. A year is going to go by like this. As long as you're continuing to build great games and the quality of your games are excelling, that's fine. People will pay top dollar for quality of your games. People will pay top dollar. If you're putting out great games and you're building compelling stories and you're not rinsing and repeating garbage, people will buy it. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say, who knows what their plans are for this year? Maybe Sony might say, you know what? This is our 30. Thank you for the super chat. I'll get to it in just a second. Who knows? Sony might be saying, you know what? For this year, we are delaying the existing franchises like God of War and the Spider-Mans of the world and the Ghost of Tsushimas of the world. Those sequels to those games are 2025. We can use this year to bring back established old IPs. Who's to say they're not doing that? Who's to say Sony ain't behind the scenes saying, you know what? We need to bring back Killzone. We need to bring back SOCOM. We need to bring back Resistance. We need to bring back Jack and Daxter and Sly Cooper and Bloodborne and those. Who's to say that those games ain't happening? And if that happens, oh boy, man, thunder is going to roll at that point. So you have established IPs carrying you into next year, which is going to be insane with the PlayStation 5 Pro and GTA 6. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a fight. Now, this is where I can kind of see the competitiveness coming back between Microsoft and Sony. Sony got the PS5 Pro. Microsoft has a next generation console, which is going to be a technical leap forward, right? Which we hope that Microsoft really take these games technically serious and make it be a huge leap moving forward. But back to what I was saying. Sony can use this to their advantage with the PlayStation 5 Pro, with 2025, with GTA 6, Death Stranding 2. We know Wolverine is 2026 at this point. Maybe it might be 2025. We're just going to have to wait and see. Think about Wolverine and how that's going to look on more powerful hardware. This is Sony we're talking about. The publisher, the studios that they have built, the worlds that they have built, right? That's what I'm saying. Maybe Microsoft might just get it together and be like, you know what? We need to start pushing hardware. If Sony is pushing hardware, we need to start pushing hard. It makes no sense for you to have a Ferrari and you don't have no road to drive it on. It makes no sense, right? Because you want to open up them valves. You want to open up that engine, and you want to let that engine scream and try to get that rev line all the way up to the max as much as you possibly can. Why keep on being in the console business if you're not going to be pushing hardware? It makes no sense. Sony needs to buckle down, make sure, which I already know Mark Cerny and all those guys are smart. They need to buckle down and take this to their advantage. Coming out with this PS5 Pro makes sense. Reason why it makes sense is because when it comes to first party, these games are going to be able to shine. They're going to be able to shine. They're going to be able to look better. They're going to be able to play better. Not only that, but the second party stuff will be able to look better and play better. We did cover the rumors for the PS5 Pro. Shout out to Moore's Law is dead. Pretty much saying, listen, the PS5 Pro is going to be more developer friendly, and developers will be able to crank out more performance. So let's hope that a lot of these third-party developers won't be lazy and actually put in the work and get more performance. Because if the developers are putting in the work, the console will sell itself, regardless of what the hardware is, right? Same thing with Microsoft. They're talking about technical leap and this and that, what Sarah Bond was saying. But if you're not building great games that take advantage of the hardware is not going to sell. So all of that is just yapping. You're just yapping at that point, because it's like, okay, you got the world's most powerful console. Where did that land Microsoft this generation? Little to nowhere. Everybody at the beginning of the generation, oh yeah, T-flops, and oh yeah, this, and oh yeah, Xbox Series X, the most powerful freaking console, right? But is it leaving the PS5 in the dust completely? No. It's on a case-by-case basis. Some games look better on Series X, third party. Some games just look better on PS5, third party. And if you look at the first party games, you're just like, oh my God, you can see the difference. You literally can see the difference. Indiana Jones and Hellblade 2, oh boy, looks amazing. And it looks like developers are finally getting used to the Series X and digging in and dialing in and figuring out, okay, this is what we need to do to make sure that we're doing the best job that we can possibly do in terms of utilizing the console and making sure that the hardcore fans are happy, making sure that that's how you win. Microsoft, if you're watching this, that's how you win. You win by keep on doing what you've been doing. I'm not saying for you to go buy up the whole freaking place, but you already got Activision, you already got Bethesda, you got everything you need. You got over 30-something games, way more than 30-something games in development right now. You got all the studios. You're the biggest publisher in the world. Now double down on the games, double down on the quality, and push these hardware. Use it to your advantage. Still compete. Doesn't matter if you're last place. When I used to run track at school and stuff like that, I wasn't always first place. Bro, when I start running and stuff, I knew the speed, I knew what I had to do, but it was always second and first place for me. Always second in first place when I was running, when I was doing 100 meters or whatever the case may be, second or first place. But I would always push to be first every single freaking time, every single time. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like, don't ever be comfortable with just being in third place or second place. Always aim high. And I think that was the problem with me with Xbox and why I've been so hard on Xbox. Why the heck are you so lazy and settling in third place when you can do better, when you can go forward and be first and get that W? You see what I'm saying? You can compete on Sony. Sony ain't God. You can stop Sony. How are you going to stop Sony, Microsoft? By building great games, building great stories and characters and worlds, and pushing the box and make it, bro. If listen to me. If they do that, everybody wins. Everybody wins. Not only their vision and goals and dreams can be fulfilled by having Xbox on every screen, right? And putting games out there for everybody to play, but also the casuals, also the hardcore people can win. We all win. We all win. It's not a one-side show. It can't just be for the casuals. It's for the hardcore too. And the hardcore fans, that's why they were pissed off because of the rumors, because they're like, man, these are hardcore freaking games that build Xbox, that made Xbox. How the heck are you going to give away Halo, Gears, and Forza to your rival console? right? How are you going to do that? Certain things you keep and certain things you let go. We understand you got to make money, but don't give away everything. Literally, don't give away your identity. That's why a lot of people have been saying Microsoft has no identity whatsoever, because you're all over the freaking place. You know what I mean? It's like, what is it? Is it Game Pass? Is it the casuals? Is it the hardcore? Like, what is it? You know what I mean? Is it the cloud? Is it mobile? Is it everywhere? Like, what is it? You're all over the freaking place. I'm going to need for you to find something that you're good at and stick with it and ride with it. But I already knew the rumors were lies about them going out of the console business. I already knew they're going to stop selling consoles. They got way too much money to lose. They're going to keep making hardware. They know they can't out-console Nintendo. Guarantee you when that Switch 2 drop. Stupid numbers. You know what I'm saying? People been waiting since 2017 for Nintendo to drop new hardware. It's been, 6 years now? Best believe when that Switch 2 drop, oh my God, it's going to be thunder, rain, storm. It's going to be crazy when that Switch 2 drops, and it's going to do stupid numbers. Microsoft knows I want a piece of that pie. I want a piece of that. I need that money. I need that Switch 2 money. So yeah, we're going to drop the family-friendly, community-driven type games, the games that are not designated to be mega console exclusives that drives a lot of traffic to our consoles. Yeah, let's put those on Switch and PS5, right? Because they know, especially on Switch, people are going to buy Grounded. That's just Nintendo fans. Nintendo is the family console, right? They know people are going to buy Grounded on Switch. They know it's going to sell. Pentiment, they know that's going to sell on Switch. Hi-Fi Rush, they know that's going to sell. That's what I'm saying. They know exactly what they're doing, because at the end of the day, why put Indiana Jones and Starfield and all these games over and they haven't ran their full course yet? There's still people probably buying Xboxes to play Starfield, right? And it haven't even been a year yet. Why put those games over? So they know exactly what they're doing. All they're doing is gatekeeping. That's all they're doing. They're just gatekeeping all these games. And whenever they see fit to let those games go, they're going to let them go, regardless of feelings or emotions. This is the reason why I can't be a fanboy. I can't. It's a waste of time, because you sit there and you tout, oh, Xbox, baby, Xbox, baby. And then out of nowhere, they bust your bubble. You know what I'm saying? They make some type of decision and make you mad. So it's not worth it. It's more worth it for you to be a gamer. It's more worth it for you just to say, you know what? I'm just a gamer at the end of the day. I ain't got time for fanboying. Like me, you guys know I love Nintendo and PlayStation more. That's always been a thing over Xbox. It's always been a thing. Like, I've always loved PlayStation more than I love Xbox. Why? It's not about fanboyism. It's about the worlds and characters and games and experiences that I've had with Sony, not just from PS5, but also from PS1 from the very beginning. PS1, PS2, and PS3. It's the exclusive games that Sony have built, characters that they have built, the worlds that they have built, that keeps me immersed and keeps me engraved, like Last of Us. You know, Ellie and Joel and those type of characters, Nathan Drake, those type of characters that I've pulled into. Not saying that Microsoft haven't given me worlds and experiences that I can't turn down. Yeah, I mean, what's it called? What's that game called again? Banjo and Conquer. You know, Conquer and you know, Mech Assault and Forza and Halo and Gears. And, you know, those are franchises that I grew up on playing on Xbox. But there are more franchises that I've loved on PlayStation. There are more PlayStation games with better franchises, with better characters, with better games, with better storytelling than those games. That's just the way it is for me. And also Nintendo as well. So, hey, not because I like another platform more, don't mean I don't like the other platform. That's just the way it is. But I'm still gaming, I'm still playing, and I'm still showing love where it needs to be. So Let's get to these super chats. Says Marlon, Xbox got no games. Why buy console? Okay. When you say they got no games, what are you saying? Because they do have games. They do have games. This is a whole different ball game now. This is a whole different strategy with Microsoft. They're taking some of their games that were on their box and putting it elsewhere. So they do have games. I mean, you don't call Hellblade 2 games. You don't call Indiana Jones games. You don't call what's it? State of Decay 3 games, Fable games. I mean, they have games. You don't call Forza games. I mean, they have a lot. Nobody can say Xbox has no games anymore. They have games. They have games. And they're going to be picking and choosing where these games go. Period. End of story. You see what I'm saying? So that's it. Cam says, can you do a comparison of PS Premium games versus Game Pass games through them go live for people who are not aware of what each bring? I actually done that already. I've done a review of PlayStation Plus Premium, and I've already talked about the downsides of PlayStation Plus. I've already did that already. Game Pass is obviously the better value. It is. You're getting day and date exclusive games. It's as simple as that. Cross-play, progression, cross saves, backwards compatibility, FPS boosts. You don't have to be a fanboy to know that. It's just a better way to go. You have more perks. Discord. I mean, movies. They give away movies. Game content. Every month. I'm not lying. Look it up for yourselves. Day and date second party, day and date third party. Game Pass is just a better value. It is. Sorry. Can't lie. Can't lie. It's just a better value. It's just a better value. PlayStation Plus is good. It's really good, but it's not Game Pass. It's not. Their more expensive plan, which is PlayStation Plus Premium, is nothing close to Game Pass Ultimate. It's not. Sony has a lot of work to do with PS1, PS2, and PS3 games, especially PS3 games, being able to download PS3 games and not being able to stream them. Okay. There's a lot of PS1 and PS2 games that are missing from PlayStation Plus Premium. To me, PlayStation Plus Premium is really not worth it. It's not worth it for the extra costs. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in there. Them giving you the game trials and stuff like that in PlayStation Plus, really, they can make those into demos for everybody, for each tier. They just put that behind a paywall. Those. I'm being honest. Now, you could say that's cap. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Game Pass is just better. Plus is solid. Game Pass is better. Simple as that. Simple as that. Sony has a lot of work to do in terms of PlayStation Plus. Yeah, the upper hand that they do have over Microsoft is the cloud. That's a huge plus. I give them their flowers. That's a huge plus. Being able to stream PS5 games at 4K resolution, higher resolution than xCloud, huge plus. And maybe that might be an edge for some people over Game Pass. I'm being honest. You want me to be 100% with you like I've always been? I'm being honest. I don't have time for the fanboy stuff. Look at the services together and you look at the value. Look at the value. Nobody's saying that PlayStation Plus is garbage. PlayStation Plus is really solid. It's a good service. There's just a lot of room for improvement in terms of how they distribute content and things of that nature and the value proposition of PlayStation Plus Premium. So everybody have their own opinion, but hey, it is what it is. Do an updated one. We'll see if everybody wants it. Then we'll do that. We'll do that. I mean, there's tons of stuff to look over. That's like a whole stream, a whole day stream, going over each thing. So that would have to either be sponsored or heavily requested for me to do that. That's going to be some hours going over everything. But just on the surface, Game Pass is just a better service. I've already just explained myself with Game Pass. But, you know, you can say, hey, Game Pass games are weak. Well, I understand that. Maybe you might not like the day one games that Microsoft puts into the service. Maybe you might not like xCloud. Maybe you might not like, you know, cross save, cross progression, cross play, backwards compatibility, whatever the case, FPS boosts for older games and all this. Maybe you might not like all that stuff. Everybody likes what they like. Some people just like to be loyal to the brand that they are loyal to. But I'm not fixing to sit here and lie to you guys. Like, okay, I love PlayStation more than I love Xbox. I'm not fixing to be a fraud and sit here, oh, Sony is better. No. Like, no. But if you legitimately think as a gamer that, as a gamer that, hey, one service is better than the other and that's your opinion, so I mean that's really about it. So that's it. He says, I love when I get y'all mad. It says that what the GOAT PS5 do. I owe it to the gamers for what? What did I owe? We're officially in the Q&A portion of the show. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Let's see if we can get more than 209 likes on the show. I appreciate you guys. Come in with your questions. I know y'all have questions and all this stuff. All right. So come in, tag me at Marlon Gaming Nation. Help us out by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Help us fill up this bar right here. This membership bar. Help out our community there. Appreciate you guys. All right. So Q&A, quick Q&A. All right. Let's see what you guys are talking about. All right. 2023, you saves $9,000 with Game Pass. Man. All right, come in with your questions if you have any. I'm excited to hear more about this new hardware Sarah shared. We'll see. We will see, my man. I'm excited about the games that's going to take advantage of the hardware. So, hey, there you go. All right. He said the show goes day one on Game Pass. Hey, we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Get them likes up, guys. Let's see if we can get 250 likes on the show. I know we can do it. Get them likes up. Help out the show, man. It says, didn't Phil say the same thing in 2016? He said, not every Xbox, I guess he meant to say, not every Xbox game will come to PC. Fast forward a few years later and the floodgates open. That's what I said. Take what they say with a grain of salt. Take what these execs say with a grain of salt, because things are subject to change. They say, oh, this ain't coming and that ain't coming, and then it end up coming years later. I'm just saying. I just said it earlier. Like, the rumors, for all we know, are true, but at the same time, there's still a lot of planning and a lot of, hey, you know, we're going to bring this, we're going to bring that, you know, this and that, whatever, you know. So, yeah, there's that, man. There's that. 4 games is how it starts. There you go. 4 games is how it starts. There you go. There you go. Get them likes up, guys. Get them likes up. Get that hype train going. Let's go. Hey. Let's go. Get them likes up. Said Marlon, do you think PlayStation will get Killer Instinct, Sunset Overdrive, or Pal World? I think Pal World is gonna come over. Like, a lot of the Activision Blizzard King games, I think will come over as well. Killer Instinct, maybe not. We'll see. He said, Marlon, you the plug with Sony. Tell them what? Tell them drop them games for us. Man, I'm just a regular Joe, man. I'm just a regular guy, man. I ain't nobody special, bro. I'm just a regular guy, you know? That's all. I'm just a regular guy that loves gaming. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a regular guy, man. Oh, Lord, Jamal. Oh, Lord. Here you go. Finally got a number for Game Pass subscription. 34 million. Yes, sir. Congratulations. 34 million. There you go. Congratulations. Congratulations. 34 million. There you go. Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all know what it is. Congratulations to the Xbox. To the Xbox boys. Yeah, congratulations. I know y'all were happy to hear that yesterday. Oh, man. Oh, really? Oh, 34 million. $34 million. Man, Activision Blizzard King is going to allow them to get even more subscribers. So who knows? Maybe another year or two from now, it's going to be 50 million. But the end goal is what? 100 million, right? So we'll see. It says, I just pointed out the good about PS Plus to people that ever played Sony games. 34 million. That's it. Yes, 34 million. Yes, sir. L, thank you for the $2. Yeah. Says, I want G-Pass hype rap song off the cuff. Oh, man. Oh, man. Game Pass. You want a Game Pass song? Oh, come on, man. Thank you, L, for the $2. Come on. A Game Pass song off the cuff? Oh, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Nobody wants that. You know what I mean? Nobody wants no Game Pass song off the cuff, bruh. Come on, man. Nobody want that. You know what I'm saying? You say you the big you the big pony plug? Nah, bro. I'm just a regular guy, man. I ain't nobody, bro. I'm just a regular guy, bro. I'm just a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like y'all. You know, I'm just like y'all boys. You know what I'm saying? Just a regular guy, bro. Yes, sir. Just a regular guy. Just a regular guy. Yep. Just a regular guy, man. I'm just a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? Just a regular guy for you guys, you know? Make sure y'all hit that like button. Sony 77 million. It might be more according to Take-Two. Let's glow. You know what? I'm going to be closing my P.O. box today. I'm going to close my P.O. box today so I don't get charged. I don't get charged and stuff like that, so. Kyle, you're funny. Hit that like button, guys. Any more questions? Any more concerns? I say, hey, Marlon, do you ever watch that weird ad for PS2 that somehow predicts the future of PlayStation with VR and stuff? It's called PS9 ad. No, I haven't seen anything on it. No, I haven't. It says, I'd rather buy my games, not rent them. Exactly. Yep. If more people buy their games physical, then that will send a signal to these corporations. So there you go. He says, you know, about 330 million a month. So that would pay for 12 Spider-Man games. Ha! There you go. Said Marlon, should I buy Metro Exodus? Yeah, the Metro series is pretty good. Said Marlon, do a poll, rather buy or rent? I'm pretty sure you know the answer to that. It says, what are you going to buy on PS5 and Switch? And y'all said Hi-Fi Rush. 35% of y'all said Sea of Thieves. Let me go ahead and end that. Okay, so you said, okay. Would you rather buy or rent? Rent? No, buy. Rent games. All right, there you go. There you go. Get them likes up, guys. Get them likes up. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Nintendo Switch 2 could launch 2025. I'm done. I'm so freaking done. Everything was a lie. Everything was a lie. Everything was a lie. Lie, 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 lie. Them green boys. Lie, lie. Them green boys. Lie, lie. Them green boys. Lie, lie, lie. We lie, 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 lie. Lie, lie, them green boys, 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 getting them green boys, and them green boys, lie, lie, 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 them green boys, green boys, green boys, lie, lie, them 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 green boys. Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you go. There you go. Y'all got something. Y'all got something. Oh, Lord. Yes, sir. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I can't, man. Oh man, I can't, man. I can't. I can't. I can't. Yeah. He said, play that new Kanye West song, Steel King. Oh boy, I can't with y'all, man. Whoever got them GTA 6 marketing rights gonna own gaming for 2 to 3 years. Huh? Oh boy, you already know that's gonna be huge, right? You already know. Yeah, it's funny. It says, bro, I think that it's good to rent some games that you might think it's worth $70. So I guess it depends. Yeah, it does. It does. You know, you can rent those games and then you can repurchase them later, you know? So it's kind of up to you, you know, on what you want to do. It said while eating Popeye's biscuits with peanut. Oh. As a PC players only buying games, I have no interest in renting. Then again, I buy only games I want to purchase. There you go. Yo, Marlon, you think of ever selling your PS4 Pro Limited for some good money? Man, there ain't no amount of money that will make me sell that thing. Ain't no amount of money that's gonna make me sell that thing. It said, who eats Popeye biscuit with peanut butter? Ugh, disgusting. And some people do, I guess. Man, you 10K. Nah, listen. That's cap. That's cap. Some of y'all talking about y'all got 10K. That's y'all. Some of y'all never donated to this channel before. But all of a sudden now y'all talk about y'all got 10K. Ain't got no $10,000, man. Come on, bro. If you got $10,000, then show some of it. Prove some of it. Prove that you got the money. Prove that you got the money. I mean, because how many times have I heard people say, yeah, man, I'm rich, and yeah, oh, $500, oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. Yeah, how many times I've heard that from 4 years ago, 5 years ago? Yeah, dog, $2,000, that ain't no money. Gotta prove it. Gotta prove it, man. Gotta put that money where that mouth is. You know what I'm saying? Gotta prove it. See, I do, but not to donate. Gaming the Reactions, we know you got money. So, we know you got bread. We know you got bread, bro. He says, I'll give you $500K for that PS5 Pro. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. That is, prove it. That's all I'm saying. It's Friday. Prove it. If you got money like that, if you got $10,000 to spend on something, I feel like people with money should prove it. You know what I mean? Prove. Anybody. I can say I have $10,000 and don't have a darn thing and don't have nothing. But if I prove it and say, hey, you know what? All right, here's $500 to show that I have money. Then I'll look at you different and be like, oh, well, you must got some type of money, because dropping $500 or $1,000, that's no chicken feed money. But on what grounds can I go off of? Like, where's the proof that you got 10 grand? Like, take 10 grand to just blow on a PS4 Pro. Okay. Let me say this. If you have $10,000 to buy the PS5, I'll sell it to you for $10,000, but there's no proof. There's no proof that you got 10 grand. So I can't, there's nothing to go off of. Like, I don't know. I can't. There's just no way. 100. Now we just playing around now, bro. Come on, man. Now we just playing around, bro. It said, I'll give you $100K for that PS5, bro. Y'all don't have you don't have no $100,000, bro. That's what I'm saying. People with money, they got money. At least in our community, when they got money. Like Nola, I know Nola got money. I know Gaskin got money. I know Gaming and Reactions got money. I know There's No Hope for You got money. Like those guys, I know they have some sort of money. But some of y'all that never donated before, I got $500,000, Marlon. Yeah. I could be homeless right now and say, hey, I got 500 racks. I might be telling the truth. I might not be telling the truth, but I'm at least going to show it to you. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and tell you like, hey, yo, look, see, I got it. Anybody can say they got money, bruh. Anybody can say they got money and ain't got a red cent. Coletta, what's up, man? It says, after that Xbox podcast yesterday, I feel way better about getting me another Xbox console since my Series X messed up. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think they've given us a little bit of clarification on what their direction is moving forward, which most of the stuff that was said, we kind of already knew about, but we didn't know like how many games were going to PlayStation and Switch and things of that nature and how they were going to move strategically speaking moving forward. So it says, I got 10,000 in V-Bucks. Okay, that I might believe. It says, I donate all the time. Anonymous, yeah, but you donate all the time, but it ain't no big money for me to say that, you're rich. Like you're dropping some $1,000 or $500 or $600. Like people that drop those type of money, they're well off. They got some type of bread somewhere. They just got money like that. Nah, man. Talk about you got 10 grand. Nah, that's a toilet flush on that one, bro. Where's the toilet flush at? That's a toilet. Nah, ain't nobody got no 10 grand. WCAA football 2025 coming July 2024. Oh, nice. Nice, man. Definitely, I'm a part of the EA brand. So, you already know, man. Ain't nobody got no $10,000. Ain't nobody got no $10,000, bro. Ain't nobody got no $10,000. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. It is not happening, bro. It is not happening. I'll believe it when I see it. When I see it with my own two eyes, I'll believe it. Nobody got a darn thing. Ain't nobody got a darn thing. Oh yeah, King Mo. Oh, for sure, King Mo. You have already proven yourself in the past, so we already know, man. But for people who are just brand new to the channel, talking about they got 10K and never donated a dime to the channel, yeah, it's kind of hard for me to believe that. You know what I mean? That you have $10,000 ready to buy a game system. Then if you have $10,000 to drop like that, you got money. That's money. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no, man, please. No, sir. No, I refuse to believe that. I think I got in a debate with a subscriber. This was like 4 years ago. And he was like, oh yeah, $2,000, that ain't nothing. I'm like, okay, if $2,000 ain't nothing, then put something on it then. Show me. Show all of us. Show everybody in here that $2,000 ain't nothing. And he couldn't show anything. It's just talk. I could say I got $10,000 right now to buy a console from one of y'all. But if I'm not gonna talk to you guys and show y'all evidence, or maybe show y'all, the number sitting in my account, it's just talk. It's just talk at that point. It's just, you just talking. Big cappers. Big cappers. You know what I'm saying? Big cappers at the end of the day. Big freaking cappers. $10,000 ain't no big deal. Okay. $10,000 ain't okay. Yeah, you ain't got nothing, man. Y'all ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Oh, I know. Hey, Game of the Reactions. I know in a heartbeat. I know you got money. I know that. Like, you can drop $200 right now and it ain't nothing. I've seen you do it. What up, cousin? What's going on? I've seen you drop that type of money. Giving a reaction. So you ain't got to prove nothing to me. I know you got that bread. So yeah, you know. Yes. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Yes, get the likes up. What up, cousin? Did you watch the Microsoft podcast yesterday? Microsoft dropped that hammer on them lies yesterday, boy. Them rumors got squashed yesterday. It says $10,000 ain't nothing to Chad. Hey, man. Hey, rent coming up, y'all. Y'all wasn't donating good this month. Don't let Marlon. Here you go. Hey, I wasn't the one that said I had $10,000. I wasn't the one that said I had $10,000 to buy a PS4 Pro. I'm just saying. I wasn't the one. I was not the one that said I had $10,000 to buy a PS4 Pro. I wasn't the one that said that. So it ain't no bait. It's just what was said. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say on that. Y'all do what y'all do. I did not say, somebody said, oh, I'll give you $10,000 for that PS4 Pro. Yeah, knowing doggone well that's not going to happen. Knowing doggone well that's not going to happen. Like I said, man, y'all do what y'all do, man. Y'all donate, you donate. You don't donate, you don't donate. Like, hey, nobody forcing or making anybody to do nothing they don't want to do. But when you putting up big talk like that, oh yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. Talking about PS4 Pro for $10,000. Yeah, those are big talk. You know what I mean? Those are real big talk. Over 2 hours. It says I didn't watch it, but they still got 4 games coming to PlayStation and will reevaluate with Yep, exactly. Yep, they're not ruling out the idea of Starfield and Indiana Jones coming to PlayStation because anything can happen in the future. But as of right now, Phil said like anybody who is on those platforms shouldn't be expecting, things to be rolling over all the time or something like that. Basically, like almost contradicting himself because we both know that those games are going to come over eventually after a year plus. They're going to come over. So Hi-Fi Rush, apparently the rumored games are Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, Grounded, and Pentiment are the 4 games that are going to come over. So there you go. Guarantee, yeah, I can almost guarantee you that I go get that PS4 Pro right now and show it, and ain't gonna be nothing gonna change. If I go get the PS4 Pro and I show it off right now, ain't nothing gonna change. So yeah, man, that's all talk. Wow. See? Wow. Wow. My man. I already knew you was the man. See what I'm saying? People who have money and can show they got money. Can show me they got money. I'm not going to say who it is. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Showing me evidence that they got money. You know what I'm saying? Not just, oh, I got 10,000. Anybody can say they got $10,000 and ain't got a penny. I can't say who it is. But yeah, that's crazy money. That is crazy. That's like 5 figures right there. Easy 5 figures. Insane. It says, I don't have 10K. Exactly. I wish I had 10K. I wish. I don't have $10,000. I'm telling you, I don't have $10,000 straight up. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that type of money. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that type of money. It said, Marlon, I think they basically confirmed PS5 Pro this year with their console drop. I still don't believe it until when I see it. Cam, I don't believe it until when I see it. We'll see. If Marlon got $10,000, he would buy the Vision Pro. I ain't got that type of money. It says, all right, everyone, it was me that sent that to Marlon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you're enjoying the show. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. You got it like that, huh? You got that Phil Spencer money, huh? Man. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, that's not me, man. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That person that sent me that stuff, they didn't even have to, because I just know they got it like that. They have sold so much into our community in the past. So I knew I had an idea that person got it like that, you know, because there's evidence. There's a paper trail. There's evidence to it. But nah, man. These people talk about they got money and this and that. Yeah, and show it. Show you got money. Show us. Show us that you got money. You know, you ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? He got that Matt Booty money. He got that Phil Spencer money. Nah, McShaw. Nah. That's not me. That's not me. He said there's evidence of more bread. Oh boy. That's not me. Shoot, I'm not Matt Booty or Phil Spencer making $10 million a year. I wish I was making $10 million. Boy, if I was making $10 million a year, oh boy. Man, I'll change my whole generation with that money. I'll help change the world with that money. You kidding me? Man. Yeah, I wish I was making that type of bread. Oh, man. And ironically enough, you got some content creators that make $10 million a year. Easy. because they get blessed like that. They don't even have to ask. Money just flowing in. Money just flowing in. You know what I'm saying? Money just flowing. It ain't even got to be no hot tub Twitch stream crap. You know what I'm saying? Like money just flowing like the wind. They don't have to ask for anything. They just boom, 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 boom. But hey, you know, people are going to support who they want to support. That's just how it works. You got that Jim Ryan money? Hey, there you go. Or Jacuzzi. Yep, there you go. Floyd Mayweather in the man. If Floyd Mayweather was in the chat right now, this chat would be nothing but dollar signs. If the chat would be nothing but dollar signs. If Floyd Mayweather was a fan of the channel, there would be nothing but dollar signs. Because he can do it. He can back it up. He got money, and you know he got money. So he just gonna be nothing. Oh man, $100? Oh, that's not. I'm making it rain. Matter of fact, you know what? Boom. I'm dropping $1,000 right now. Be blessed, bro. And walk away. And it ain't no, oh, I got money. Nah, bro. He's showing you he got money. Man, if Floyd Mayweather was up in here, whole different ball game. Whole different ball game. It says, you are rich, don't lie. Here you go. Nah, Phil, you the man, bro. You the big man, bro. Listen, I'm trying to be like y'all. I'm trying to be like y'all. You know what I'm saying? The big spenders like Phil Skip. You know, Phil is a big dog. You know what I mean? Phil will be dropping $100, $200, $300 here. You know, he big money, big bread. You know what I mean? Jim Ryan don't have that. Jim Ryan, though. Oh, Jim Ryan got money. Believe that. Jim Ryan got that paper. They say, Marlon, you know that I'm playing with. The Embracer Group just laid off more people, 1,400. So sad, man. My heart goes out to them, bro. I'm so sick of these layoffs, man. It sucks when people lose their jobs, man. It sucks. It's horrible. What good game to play, brother? Helldivers. Get into that Helldivers, man. Get into that Helldivers. You know, get into that Helldivers. Yes, sir. Get into that Helldivers. Mm-hmm. Get into that Helldivers. He said Mayweather is the man, but you are too, Marlon. Nah, I'm not the man, bro. I'm not the man. I'm not the man, bro. I'm not the man, man. I can't be the man if you're the man. He said lies. Nah, I'm not the man. I'm far from the man. I'm far from the man. I can't be the man if you're all the man, man. I can't be the man if you're all the man. Said Marlon, how's the PS5 Pro? I know you're testing it already. Nah, that's cap. I don't have no PS5 Pro, man. I don't have no PS5 Pro. Oh, Ron, you crazy. Nah, I don't have no PS5 Pro, man. Not me. Nah. I'm not the man. I can't be the man if y'all the man. You know what I'm saying? He said, you wish you had one, don't you, my G? Hey, there you go. No, sir. Batman, no, that's cap. That's cap. I'm done with y'all boys. I can't with y'all boys, man. I can't with y'all boys, man. Can't take y'all serious. Y'all funny, man. Y'all funny. Y'all are funny. Y'all some funny dudes, man. Y'all some funny dudes. Oh, wow. That's... Aaron, what's up, man? Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Gaming Reaction. He said, Millionaire Marlon. Oh, here we go. He said, play Halo Infinite trailer. I'll drop 20. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. How about you, Anonymous? How about you just drop 20 because you want to drop 20? Why do we have to play Halo Infinite trailer for you to drop 20? Come on, man. Come on. Don't start with that, man. This man, bro. Yo, we got some real hustlers around here. Oh, drop Halo Infinite trailer and I'll drop 20. I can't with some of you dudes, man. Oh, here you go. Man, don't start no drama, man. Come on. Don't be starting no drama. You know what I mean? Come on, man. He says, no need to be modest, fam. It says, we already know EA is cutting you that juicy check. Oh, here we go. Here we go, man. Here we go. You know what I mean? Here y'all go with y'all conspiracy theories. Now y'all coming up with all these conspiracy theories, man. Come on, guys. You know what I mean? Trust me, man. If I had it like that, boy, it would have been a whole different ball game. You know what I mean? Trust me, I'm getting there. You know, I'm getting there, man. Trying to get there. I'm trying to be like some of y'all. Y'all the one that have beach houses and mansions. You know what I mean? Lamborghinis and Ferraris. You know what I mean? Lambos, the whole 9 yard. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all the ones that with the big money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the ones with the big money, man. Big checks, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Living in large in Beverly Hills. I said, Marlon, show us that PS5 dev kit. I can't. I don't have nothing to show. I can't. In the Lambo watching Rambo. Hey, there you go. It says invest in stock if you're able. Oh, yeah. But see, the thing about that, though, Gaming and Reaction, see, the thing about that, you got to know what to invest in. You know what I'm saying? You can't just dibble and dabble. You got to do a lot of research into that stuff and know who to invest in and who. You need a little bit of guidance on that one. And that's why it's always good to know somebody that knows somebody or know somebody that knows what they're doing type thing. You know what I mean? Real talk, real talk, real talk. It says he trying Anonymous with the 8 months says play the trailer. I'm gonna drop a big body 20. Man of my word, you know. Just remember Halo 2 is double. I'm done with you, man. Man, you know doggone well nobody want to see no Halo Infinite trailer. You know doggone well nobody want to see no Halo Infinite trailer. He said, what's up, brother? I said, what's up, Marlon? Love the podcast. He says, I started watching your podcast like 2 years ago. Keep up the good work, brother. Hey, appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. I appreciate it. There you go. That's how it works, man. That's how it works. You feel me? You feel me? He said, play that trailer. I'm fixing to drop another one. Here you go. Oh, this man's starting a train, bruh. You starting a train? Come on, man. Come on. Play what trailer, man? What trailer we watching again, man? What trailer are we watching again, man? This man dropped $20. Well, that's not even dollars. What is that? What kind of currency is that? Has an R next to it. So what is that? That might not be a true. What is that R currency? What is that? Let me see. What is that R? Can somebody tell me what that R currency is? What is that? That's not even like American dollars. What is that? Hold on. Let me go back to here. What is that? India. Roadblocks currency. What? South Africa? Okay. So South Africa. All right. So we're watching Halo Infinite. All right. We're watching Halo Infinite trailer. We really gonna sit here and watch Halo Infinite again. What are we watching? We watching the campaign trailer, or what are we watching? Can I see your Ferrari? I ain't got no Ferrari, man. I wish. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's new with Halo. He said for us to watch Halo Infinite, so I don't know what he wants to see. I don't know what he wants to see. Anonymous, what kind of trailer you want to see, bruh? You just dropped the 20, bro. So what do you want to see? $211, $211.9 billion a year. Yeah, right. Yeah, you expect me to believe that, Devastator? You expect me to believe that? Nah, man, you big money, Devastator. You big money, bro. It's all in the name, bro. You big money. When I'm gonna be out on Twitch again? I don't know. I wanted to be on Twitch this week, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to try to squeeze it in when I can. Like, there's a video that I wanted to put out today too, but we'll see. We'll see. Just have to get this content out the way for you guys. $90K a month. Who's making $90,000 a month? It said Marlon be out. Oh, okay. It says been supporting you since 2020, man. It's been an interesting journey. You're like an older brother to me, my G. Hey, I appreciate that, King. I appreciate you, man. Much love, man. Thank you. Seriously, man, you have contributed a lot to our community. You have helped us out in so many ways, man. And for that, my brother, I thank you. You know what I mean? Thank you for being here and for the support over the years, man. It's a blessing, you know? Only way is up from here, man. Put God first and everything last. In Jesus' name, amen. They're doing good, Kyle. They're doing good. They're doing good. She's getting big. She's getting really, really big. Oh, wait. South African Rand 20 is only worth $1.20 US. Is it? Really? Man, so the South African dollar is not that strong, huh? Wow. Campaign trailer. All right. Seeing that you donated, let's keep our word. Let's keep our word. Let's keep our word, bro.
Spartan. We thought you dead. Yet here you stand. Humans call you their savior. The Covenant, demon. The banished, prey. Bare your fangs, Spartan. Fight hard. Die well.
Freaking ugly. So freaking ugly, bro. I'm so done with y'all, man. I can't, bro. I can't. Y'all always try to start drama. I'm done with y'all. I can't take y'all serious. Y'all always try to start drama, man. I can't with you boys. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button for me. Love you guys, man. Y'all be blessed, man. I can't with y'all boys. Y'all boys always trying to start drama, man. Make sure you hit the like button if you did enjoy the show today. I can't with y'all boys, man. Always starting drama. Always started some type of drama. Man, oh man, all I can do is laugh. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for an awesome stream today. Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. And enjoy y'all weekend, man. Man, I think I've pushed myself all this week, try to put out content for you guys this week. We'll see what happens tomorrow in terms of content or this weekend in terms of content. But I appreciate y'all, and I hope this stream kind of give Xbox fans a little bit of clarification on the area where Microsoft is trying to go. But yeah, big up yourselves, guys. I love y'all. Keep it gaming, man. And come on, man. Don't do Craig like that. Y'all know y'all wrong for that. Don't do Craig like that. I love y'all. Peace.